opinions expressed by the hosts, callers, and guests are not those of DGVRadio.com, Envisage Productions LLC, its advertisers, sponsors, or employees.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the Wise Guys Show. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and the chicken man is free from all the killings of the turkeys.
Murillo.
Oh, man, I am Freddie the Fireman, your host this evening on the Wise Guys Show. Sitting across from me is our official magician, one of 7 in the studio. Our official magician, Mike Healy's in the house tonight. Sitting next to the magician is the chicken man of Alcatraz, Pete Aliano. What's up?
All right, good evening, everyone.
And sitting next to me over here is Jumpin' Gennaro's in the house tonight.
Buonasera.
And as you can see, we have the magicians in the house tonight. Wise Guys Magician Magical Evening. And I want to, before I start to introduce them, I want you to know these are some of the greatest magicians in the world. And I want to introduce them one at a time. Sitting right next to me right here, we got here is Mayor Yedid. Yedid? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mayor, wait till you see him. He's going to be unbelievable. You ain't see nothing tonight. Yeah. Sitting next to Mayor, we have Will Fern. Will Fern.
Will
Fern, okay. And sitting in the middle is somebody you've seen before in the Wise Guys a few times. We got the men in the house. Rocco Solano's in the house tonight.
Yeah, Rocco.
Okay, now you got to help me out. I know Dave.
All right.
Dave Corsaro. Dave Corsaro's in. Wait, I met Dave.
And his hair.
I met you. I met you in Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Holy cow! Look at this. Another great magician in the house. I seen him perform. So I seen 3 of yous perform. I didn't see Will yet.
3 years.
And then we have Mike Miller in the house. Now, Mike, I don't have no information on you, so I know you're a producer of a lot of the magic shows. And
he actually came up with the Jersey Boys of Magic idea.
He created the idea.
Great.
Philly, go figure.
He came up from Philadelphia, and he's going back to Philadelphia.
But I heard you're a very good magician, too.
Yeah. Just came back from China. He toured with Rocco in China.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you speak Chinese? Do you
Now
speak
he does.
Chinese? No. So you got to have interpreters. When
You
didn't learn any
Well,
Chinese?
Rocco said that some people learn how to speak, that they speak English out there.
The young kids know how to speak.
The old people don't.
No. Well, listen, we got a big show lined up of all magic. And before we start off with talking about the magic, we want to hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. And being that these guys are here, not just for the Wise Guys Show, they are doing a show called, they are from MagicAfterDark.net. That's their I guess, Jersey Boys of Magic is a special. It's not like this.
Tomorrow night is a special show of a reunion of the Jersey Boys of Magic.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't understand that. You don't get all
got
that
your
information.
Well,
right there,
No,
Fabian?
I don't know that stuff.
You sleeping?
I'm not a brain. I don't have ESPN
And
like
you're
you.
retired.
I'll mind meld.
All right.
Oh, speaking of mine, we had the Major Kreskin here.
Yeah, he told me.
Couple times.
He told you?
He's a big fan of the
Called
show.
you up?
Yeah, but somebody said that they said he was here recently. He wasn't here recently.
He was
It was here about a month ago.
Yeah, what was-
5 weeks ago. 6
When was
weeks
the last
ago.
time?
Where was I? 7 months.
ago.
Thank you. I've been here
Oh, no,
since
we saw
June.
him
I would have
6
known
weeks
if
ago.
I saw him.
Just want you to know the Jersey Boys of Magic tomorrow night, brought to you by MagicAfterDark.net. Okay.
Right.
In Piermont, New York, at the Turning Point Cafe in Piermont, New York, 469 Piermont Avenue in Piermont, New York. If you want tickets, go to MagicAfterDark.net or call Piermont, the Turning Point Cafe, 845-359-1089 for tickets. I'm hearing the show is selling out quick. There's a lot of...
We have less than 20 seats left.
Forget about it. Don't call.
Don't
Just stand
call.
outside.
They'll
We'll
be
let you know
gone
how
by
it is
10
when you
o'clock.
come out.
But standing room is available.
You can stand.
There you go. Well, there's a bar, right? They can stand by
Yeah,
the bar.
but
Restaurant.
and then you get sloshed and you're not standing anymore.
I've done that before. At the,
And where's this, in Nyack?
No,
Yeah, right outside Nyack.
Piermont is next to Nyack.
why do you
so
keep
if
saying
you never
Nyack? You have business out there? or
No,
something?
because people know Nyack. They don't know Piermont.
Exactly.
It's not that far.
Is that
Now.
where you bring the chickens?
Yeah.
Nyack?
Point of order.
It's actually where Woody Allen shot the Purple Rose of Cairo. It's on that street.
See that?
Oh, okay. Is
Right
that a
on the
movie by
highway.
Woody Allen? I'm not a big fan of Woody Allen.
Right on the
But there is a
highway.
movie I saw he's coming out with.
Wonder Wheel.
There's a movie.
Wonder Wheel.
Wonder Wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked all right.
He's a
Yeah.
magician. He always has magic.
Yeah, he's got in
Woody
his show,
Allen's a
right,
magician?
The floating light bulb.
Wow, I never knew that.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember that play? He
He
wrote a play.
always like sneaks in like a magic reference in all his movies.
Wow, I didn't know that. I really didn't. Never knew he was a magician. I never liked him. I always thought he was a pervert or something. I don't know. I thought.
Next question.
All right.
Miserable.
So last week we had Jerry Mathers, the Beaver. We want to thank Jerry for calling in, and we reached out to him to thank him so much. And he's going to be coming back into town. We're going to go see him again. And also, listen. We are broadcasting live on Facebook. As you can see, the talent coordinator and Neff doing a great job all the
Yeah.
time. And our official DJ doing the engineering.
Roberto Santos.
Roberto Santos.
All right. Now, also, we're going to do a shout out to Shane Coyle, Prank Call Mafia, who's been doing some pranks. But we're hoping his father's doing well. But he will be in the studio, Chicken Man. Relax.
Yeah, when am I
For some
picking him
reason,
up?
when I say his name, you get tense.
Let me tell you something, Freddie.
Yeah, like-
you know, they've been here for about, what, now 10 minutes, and we haven't given them our special welcome.
Oh,
On a count of
Oh,
three.
Ready?
this is for
One,
the Italians.
two,
I'm not
three.
Italian.
Atzo!
So,
Hey,
welcome.
what do we say though?
I
You
don't know.
gotta join
Yeah,
us
what's
now.
the response?
Stucazzo.
Oh, Atzo. Let's do it all together this time.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Atzo! All right.
That's like a slang for like holy shit, you know. So,
Holy shit.
Element of surprise, you know,
All right.
perfect.
Also,
You can put it in your act. Atzo.
Joe Bruno, if you've been following our Facebook group page, Joe Bruno, a big author who's got a 10-book box set going on out there. Also, he's doing for free. Lady Lawbreakers, Virginia Hill and Bonnie Parker. Go on our Facebook group page. You get those books for free, all through Joe Bruno. And then we want to talk about our November 24th show. Remember the Sicilian guy and Blaze Benavenga at the Meadowlands Comedy Club?
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
All
Let me tell you something.
That's right, Blaze Benavenga.
Dominic the Donkey.
He
Put
remade
on
the
an awesome
Dominic
show.
the Donkey.
Put on an awesome show.
I
Biagio.
invited him here tonight. He must not have been able to come, but Blaze is a good new friend of the show, and he remade a couple of Tang songs in like "Shut Up Your Face" and
Compare.
"Compadre" and his new thing.
The video is funny. I looked at the
Let me tell
video.
you something. That video almost went viral.
Yeah?
It's close.
All right.
I think as the Christmas comes, he might be looking at close to 100,000.
Yeah.
100,000
Yeah, it
views.
was funny.
It picked up like almost 50,000 views already.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was just from posting it
I
the
think
other day.
Mariah Carey wants to
it
record
builds
it.
up as it goes, you know. So I mean, it could go to 1 million. Who knows? You
If I had
know.
a name like Blaze Bun and Segment, I'd go viral too.
Me.
Well, his name is Biagio.
Yeah.
But the funniest
know.
part of the night, other than the Sicilian guy, because the Sicilian guy was funny, was Mike Jumpin' Gennaro over here, who noticed that one of the comedians that was opening up had some crooked shoes, and we couldn't stop laughing, and I think we were getting more laughs than the comedian, right? What you?
No, what happened is he was doing his act, and every once in a while he'd move his feet like this. So it kind of distracted me. So I went to go look, and I thought I had to do a double take because his shoes were like deformed. So I said, "Is that a special pair of shoes?" That's what I was trying to figure out. The minute I told Freddie about it, he just broke up laughing, and we couldn't stop for like a good 20 minutes.
But we did get a chance to finally see the Sicilian guy, and he's got a definitely unique act. He involves comedy, stories about him growing up and his Sicilian family, and he adds video to his routine, which he gets crazy views on Facebook. So he's another friend of the show, and we want to give the Sicilian guy and Blaze Biagio doing a great job the other night at the Meadowlands Comedy Club. Check them out. They're going on tour in Australia. They're doing some
He's
stuff.
a chicken man, paisan. The chicken man's paisan.
Did you go?
No.
Oh, you said you were going.
Right, I didn't make it.
Oh, please.
No,
but
he was tired.
That
from
was the
delivering
first time
turkeys.
he played Dominic the Donkey in
public.
Yeah. Other than the Wise Guys show, which was the week before.
No.
Now.
He sang it live, or they played it?
No, he did it. He did
sang
it
it live?
right up there. Yeah, his daughter was the dancers. They're like professional dancers. They really put on a great show. Personally, Blaze and the Sicilian guy were the show, and Jumpin' Gennaro was also as strong in there, making people laugh about that guy's shoes. And the other two comedians, I got to be honest with you, there were some people who weren't too happy because
they need practice.
Yeah. And I mentioned Pasquale. I forget his last name. The radio guy from Pasquale, the Italian radio. Pasquale, we were sitting with. We got another connection with an Italian radio that gets played in Europe. And Pasquale
He actually goes on Rye,
yeah. He's a big time radio guy from old school Italian radio, but now he's in America doing something new, and we're getting involved with him. I gotta just call him up and work something out. So okay, so what do you think of the Wise Guy show so far? Is it what you expected?
So far, it's
We
a lot
fed
of
them.
fun. It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. That's all it's about. And the food.
We have sandwiches.
and pizza.
Not the
They're
Sicilian
special. We
pizza.
never have sandwiches.
My face already.
This is the only show
No.
where you got the Sicilian guy and the Sicilian pie. You know what I mean?
But we never have sandwiches. We've
Oh,
never.
well, we got 4 or 5 guys here tonight. We got to feed them.
Oh,
And
okay.
Billy.
Billy Gagoots. Good
No,
evening,
no,
sir.
No, Billy Gagoots. Let's do a shout out. Billy Gagoots in Florida.
Billy!
And
Send some sunshine.
oh no, but Billy was Billy Langella was here. No, not Billy. That's Billy Gagoots.
Billy Gagoots.
Billy, what's Billy's last name?
Lipolis.
I can't.
that's
I'm
Lipolis.
Balanga.
Lipolis.
Lipolis. Billy Lipolis.
Where'd he go?
Billy, you
She made him disappear.
Balanga. Okay, so now also that same night I went to my high school reunion, bro. Let me tell you,
Which one?
things like
What
sometimes
number?
they never change. I graduated in 1987,
Okay.
and I went to the Chandelier in Belleville, and I saw a good number of my classmates. And I tell you, a lot of people still the same. Did you do any reunions in your life? No,
Never.
I never liked people in school.
We're not
No.
retired like you, Freddie.
What?
We're not retired
Why,
like you.
I gotta
get
retire to
and-
go to my reunion?
Yeah, because we get up and go to work. We ain't got time for
Nah,
that shit.
nah. You just got dropped. You just quit school. That's why you have no reunion.
That's a good excuse.
Freshman year.
No, but I did. Go there, and believe it or not, a lot of people are still the same. A lot of people have changed, and some of them people that drink.
Wait a minute.
Just
A
Which
lot of
were you?
people are
Which
saying
were you?
a lot of people have changed. What
yeah.
the fuck?
No, like half the room is like all people that you're like, wow, they
Did the
changed.
nice looking people get ugly?
But then
and
you got
they
the ones that are all
bald
still
and fat?
drinking and falling on the floor.
Okay, to be honest, half the group was bald. And
Half the.
half
I know. That's the way it is. I'm going to my.
So there was a
40th
bald and
coming
truck
up.
Only the
reunion.
year changes. Only the year.
But
What did you say, Mayor? You didn't like high school, Mayor?
Oh no,
No?
we're a bunch of nerds.
Oh,
We
okay.
never got along in school. We're not like jocks like this, buddy.
Right.
I'm not no jock. I was what you call. I went from homeboy to Nicky Norker to troublemaker.
A little of everything. The
To-
bogey duta goes.
Can't pass my ACTs. I
We
can't-
had a kid, the 10th at Cliffside Park, the 10th reunion. On each table, there was like a little in memoriam thing with like the people who died already, and it was only like 10 years after we graduated.
Oh, wow.
There was one kid, we didn't know how he died. And apparently, what happened was he hated school so much. When he got the invitation, he wrote deceased on the envelope and sent it back. So they had his name on the a memoriam page, and nobody knew how he died. And Livingston used to have the Bally's there. I was swimming there once, and I ran into him. I said, I thought you were dead. We had a prayer for you and everything. It was all.
I took my SATs, right? I took my SATs, and I was supposed to meet with my guidance counselor. I go down to my guidance counselor to ask her, so what college do you think I'm going to be getting into? They all started laughing in the office. They all started laughing, like seriously laughing. They're like, listen, my friend, look into the civil service. Forget about college. Unless you really want to go, you could go to community college. But my personal advice to you is to do civil service. So I was 18. I took the fire department test, and I became a Newark fireman for 25 years, making more money than them. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was nice to go high school reunion, and it was just something. But another thing I want to mention, New Jersey Horror Con, they are setting up. They got some big names in the business. They got PJ Souls, Tammy Lauren, John Russo, Joyce Heisner from one of the guys that she was a movie, Vernon Wells, Amelia Kincaid, Amanda Burst. These are names, if you look them up, they are somebody big. One was the one from the Married with Children. She was in there. And there's more names coming up. And we're not a part of HorrorCon, but we help them out. We go there all the time. And
Where is it?
it's going to be in Edison at the
Woodbridge.
That's it. You said it. Sheridan.
Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
They
I
have
didn't
it.
write that down. So I forgot about it.
They have it twice a year.
We
They
don't need
just
to know
had it.
till March, so, but if I know. But go to NewJerseyHorrorCon.com. It's also a film festival. It's a great thing. And now another thing I want to mention. I want to thank Pete Aliano privately, without him even knowing that I even knew, for the Metal Maniac coming in next week. What happened? Come on, give us a little info, some drama. How did he end up on the show? He called up and then said, all right, listen, I'm coming on the show. I'm like, nobody just calls up and says he's coming on unless he got yelled at.
What?
Yeah. Well, let's thank Pete Aliano for calling somebody up and making some phone calls. The Metal Maniac will be coming in to promote the ECPW Christmas Spectacular, whatever it is. Gino Caruso, Andrew Anderson, they're all going to be wrestling. So,
Die.
All right. But that's going to be the
YMCA.
YMCA, One Pike Drive in Wayne, New Jersey. Doors open at 6:30. Bell times at 7:30. And also, I want another mention, Graffiti Cannon, our official group. Are you going Saturday?
When?
To see Graffiti Cannon.
This Saturday?
Madonna me, man.
Is it this Saturday? I thought it was.
Oh, my God. I tell you, he's the only one that says he goes places. December 2nd, 10 p.m. to 1 p.m. 1 a.m. Legends Ale House.
Where's this at?
275
Legends Ale House. Pay
New
attention.
Jersey, Route 10, Sucasana.
Sucasana.
And also Jim Delacus, our buddy Jim Delacus. I threw a video of him. He's a comedian, headliner, does voices. We're going to try to get him for Christmas to come in. And also our Christmas show at Blue Eyes, I want to mention. Everybody got to know.
What's the date?
December 20th.
December 20th. You going to go to that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
December 20th. Live show here in Sinatra Park in Hoboken, New
Rocco's
Jersey.
been there before.
Right after
Wednesday night. That's Wednesday
Rocco
night.
came to hang out when I was singing in the amphitheater.
Hey, Rocco, you got a Christmas trick for us?
Oh, yeah. Put him on the spot like that out of nowhere.
Someone told me about a Christmas trick you do. Is it good?
Could be. I'll make it up. What is it? What do you want?
I don't know.
Christmas cake.
When you guys get
Christmas
put on the spot,
cookie.
you get put on the spot a lot. Do you follow through all the time, or do you just say?
I like the guy.
Tell them to go fuck themselves.
I'll show you guys something. Check this out. Are you right? Keep it on this finger.
Only that finger?
Only that.
Pay attention.
It's the pinky. Keep it on this finger. Watch as it telescopes into the hand. Look, I can really take it. Push it so it goes inside.
Well, you got to go up hard. I can't see.
Can you see that in there? Yeah. Watch this finger. I can take it and push it so it
Ew.
goes all the way inside.
Oh, my God.
It's called sleight of hand.
Sleight of
And
finger.
that's another thing I want to ask you. Sleight of hand.
Right, sleight of hand.
But
That was a joke.
but the people mix it up for sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
No.
Because people used to say it wrong then, I guess. When I was growing up, they used to say sleight of
I
hand.
think you heard it wrong.
Well, sleight of hand and sleight of hand isn't really that much different, so you don't know. But But I always thought it could have been either one.
Could have been, yeah, but no, I never heard
So
of
it's
that.
sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's SL.
EI. Thank you.
So Rocco, what about you? What do you do when you're in China? Do people come up to you and ask you for tricks?
Yeah, all the time. I'll show you a trick. Pete, give me a cigarette.
Uh-oh.
Oh, right away, Rock.
Cigarette.
Well, I'll give it to you with pleasure. With pleasure here, my
And
friend.
open that door.
With pleasure.
Tell him who Pete is. Tell him who Pete is.
Buck, buck.
He is my cousin. We go back a long time. He saw me do a magic show in my house.
Another cousin?
When I was 5 years old. Wow.
Me and my brother.
And when I was done with the show, he got so scared he fell.
Ooh.
Down the
That's what happened.
He ran. I was doing the razor blades with the blood.
with the blood.
With a clown face.
Yeah, and he saw that.
Oh,
and
that's
he,
scary.
He ran out of the house so fast he fell down the steps. His mother and father were in the living room. I must have been 19. They were like 5.
5, 4.
I got a cigarette.
Cigarette.
You have a lighter?
For here to go.
Right here.
All right.
I'm gonna make you a Christmas gift. All right.
Christmas
Can you-
gift.
Yep.
Annette, tell me if I got to move anything.
Can you
How
see
about
everything?
this
Are you
one,
good?
Guys, ready?
So fucking talented. Holy Christ.
Magic.
And we
Yeah,
brought
leave-
these
leave
5
the magic
guys here
here,
for
cousin.
what?
He said leave it.
Did you ever win an award for the messiest magician?
Yes.
See his act.
Okay. Look, cigarette.
Shoot.
Whoa! Can I eat this as an ash?
Now you got to eat
Great
it.
combination.
Okay, it was an
Cigarettes and
Now you gotta
cookies.
eat it.
See that? Holy,
That was
holy.
good.
All right, listen. We got
Where's my
still got
lighter?
time before we go to
Because
break,
he's a
but
thief.
we're going to
Thief.
interview 2 years at a time. You've got some magic
Yes.
first to the show, but we could do which we go on break. We'll figure out which two want to come in, and then the other two could eat some Sicilian pizza,
Sounds good to me.
and then
2 years.
Then the next half hour after that, the other two come in.
2 years.
And then we get Mike to talk a little bit about what he does and talk about where we can find more.
He's going to do a trick, too.
He's going to do a trick.
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
And then,
Hey,
we,
by the way, dogs do tricks. We're magicians.
Oh.
Just, let's get
Do
we do
effects.
magic
effects.
Magic.
Magic.
Well, let me tell
We
you.
don't roll over, play dead. That's
No.
But hey, buddy,
Only when you're sleeping.
right.
But-
Right.
buddy, bottane van de tricks.
Butane. Butanella.
Yeah, just to make you comfortable, so you can have something to eat and relax. You don't have to do the whole show. I mean, but 2 years, and then the other two take a break, and then the other two come in. We're going to ask everything. I got some stuff, some dirt on all of you. I looked up a lot. Yeah, you can eat it. That fell out of the ashtray.
Yeah.
But Rocco, did you make that in your pocket?
Magic.
I wish I was in my pocket.
And who do we have here? Who's this? Who's this?
All right, pizza's here.
The pizza guy. The pizza guy.
No, go down to the table. Where's the diet soda? Never diet soda.
My diet soda is water.
Oh, my Lord. I'm sweating like Michael.
Now tell us about the show tomorrow. What is? I know it's the Jersey Boys of Magic, but and it's brought to you by.
What happened is my business partner and I, Harvey Leeds, who couldn't make it tonight. He's like a giant in the music industry. So what he did is he called his buddy that owns the Turning Point, and if you're familiar with a Turning Point, it's a historic, iconic venue.
Nice.
Around 50 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow. It's like the
inductees.
cutting room kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So around 50 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees actually appeared at the Turning Point over the years.
Oh,
which is
wow.
an incredible thing. So everybody in that area knows the joint. It's like a really cool place.
Right.
So my partner, I called him up. We met with him, and he said, "Yeah, we never had magic here. Let's give it a shot." And the first show was packed. I mean, standing room. You were there. It was
I
like,
was standing myself.
Yeah, he was.
Just move that mic up. People are saying,
Oh, his mic. I'm sorry. All right, there you go.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, a lot better. Well, I was hearing him. It wasn't like too bad.
Yeah.
Because you're next to him, boo boo.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
Earth is calling.
Well, how come you didn't say nothing? All right,
Well, I'm listening. I'm right
Yeah,
here.
so Harvey and I met with the owner, John, and he said, "Yeah, let's give it a shot." And we packed the place. It was like unbelievable, way over capacity. Good thing the fire marshal didn't show.
So this is your first. This is your second time
No,
performing.
the second was phenomenal too.
Oh, okay.
And this is our third show. And I thought, let's get our buddies together. It's a different cast every show.
Right. I noticed you got our buddy John Peasy on your menu.
Yeah, he was
here.
on last week. He was great.
Oh,
Yeah, I love
John's
John.
a good friend of our show.
he's
We've known him
great.
for a long time.
Yeah,
and,
he's a force of nature. It's unbelievable.
But if tomorrow's sold out, when's the fourth one? I know it's coming up in
the
December.
fourth one is going to be December 14th, and it's going to be a phenomenal show. I
And
can
where's
talk
this?
about you
December
later.
14th?
Yeah,
Okay, same place.
Same place. Yeah, so him and I worked out the thing, and because this is not a moneymaker, we're just trying to minimize our losses.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Rocco, I'm coming.
What is it, like a
Rocco
Monday
can do
Night
magic
Magic?
and make money.
He's getting cookies.
Because,
No, you can make
because we were talking about North Jersey, Westchester County. There's more money here than any. It's like the second and third largest, richest area in the United States, and there are no magic venues.
Right.
If you wanted to see magic in Northern Jersey, there's nothing.
Nothing.
So we thought, we'd give it a shot. We'll try it. So far, so good. And we might expand to like bigger venues.
Great.
And we copied
Gotta
the name.
What
check
about
out-
the cutting room? That
check
looks
out-
like a nice
Yeah, well,
place.
that's Manhattan, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New
we're
Brunswick.
Yeah,
out
it's
of
nice.
Manhattan.
It's nice.
New Brunswick area.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, or somewhere in between. But we're actually looking for a bigger venue, like a
Kearney, Lyndhurst.
Kearney, Lindenhurst. Yeah, that's
I
that's where
know.
you
All
live?
right.
No. Berkeley Heights.
But yeah.
Berkeley Heights.
So let me tell you
Old
about
money.
the show.
Well, listen.
Point of order.
Sinatra Park. Sinatra Park, Blue Eyes.
All right, yeah, let's talk.
It's outside, though. They can't do it
All right,
outside.
we got come on, hurry up, 'cause we gotta go to
Talk
break.
We'll do that in the spring.
So last year, Mike Miller
Springtime.
had the idea of producing the Jersey Boys of Magic. He hired 6 of the coolest, or we're not really that cool, but
Yeah, you're pretty cool.
but 6 New Jersey magicians to go to Indianapolis for the Society of American Magicians annual convention, and they held a big show called the Jersey Boys of Magic. Us 4 are 4 out of the 6 performers. Kevin Bethay and Joe Reinfleisch were the other 2. We couldn't make it.
Right.
So tomorrow night we're going to try to recreate highlights from that show.
Nice.
Dave
Rocco?
Pissarro is opening the show. He's great. I'm emceeing it. I might do a little bit of stuff. And Will Fern is doing the middle part of the show. And who just disappeared.
Goes last because he makes a big mess and nobody wants to know it.
Nobody
It's like
can
Angel
follow that.
Salazar. All right, look.
He just finished a pizza.
Rocco
Made it disappear.
Serrano.
All right, this is the Wise Guys
Il
Show. Magic
Cugino di Pietro
Spectacular.
Ariano and Chicken Man.
We're going to be back after these messages. We're on Facebook Live, YouTube Live,
Gene.
DDVRadio.com, DDV Radio on TuneIn. The Wise Guys Show will be back after these
Earthlings
messages.
will be right back, Earthlings.
Bella Physical Therapy, located in Fair Lawn, New Jersey, featuring one-on-one care. Bella Physical Therapy can help treat your orthopedic and sports injuries, chronic pain, men's health conditions, and women's health conditions. Also, treating headaches and tinnitus and vestibular disorders. It's easy to set up an appointment. Visit www.bella-pt.com or call 201-791-0008. That's 201-791-0008. You owe it to yourself to stop living in pain. Start the road to recovery. Call Bella Physical Therapy today. Tri-State Health and Wellness. If you're searching for a doctor who truly cares about your health and well-being, contact Dr. Alex at Tri-State Health and Wellness. Dr. Alex specializes in treating law enforcement professionals and their families and features special hours to accommodate different work shifts. All necessary testing can be performed in their friendly and comfortable environment. Contact Tri-State Health and Wellness, located in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Call 201-791-7771. That's 201-791-7771. Wayne Ford. If you are looking for a certified used or new vehicle, look no further. Visit Wayne Ford, New Jersey's law enforcement preferred dealer. Featuring the largest inventory of pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area, Wayne Ford has been proudly serving the community for over 50 years. Conveniently located 1/4 mile from the Willowbrook Mall on Route 46 in Wayne, New Jersey, contact Wayne Ford today. Toll free 888-349-6857. That's 888-349-6857. Kale Orthopedic Center, featuring high-performance care for bodies in motion. Kale Orthopedic is proud to provide comprehensive orthopedic care for New Jersey's finest. Every day you put your body at risk, and Kale Orthopedic is here to help you. Contact Kale Orthopedic at 201-447-3880. That's 201-447-3880. 847-3880. Kale Orthopedic, high performance care for bodies in motion. If you're tired of sleeping alone each night, contact Dr. Doblin of At Home Sleep Solutions. Dr. Doblin is New Jersey's law enforcement professional's preferred sleep apnea doctor. With the use of a custom-fitted oral device, you can now look forward to a restful night's sleep. Contact Dr. Doblin, featuring 2 convenient locations in Fairlawn and Trenton, New Jersey. Call 201-396-9338 or visit athomesleepsolutions.com. City Health Pharmacy, located at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey. Come and experience why thousands of your neighbors choose City Health Pharmacy each and every month. City Health Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the men and women of New Jersey law enforcement, their families, and friends. Visit City Health Pharmacy today at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey, or call 862-772-0442. That's 862-772-0442. When shopping for a new vehicle, look no further than Lester Glenn Auto Group. Why Lester Glenn? Because there's no middleman and no bait and switch tactics. Just supplier pricing for all police, EMTs, military, firefighters, nurses, and teachers. Active or retired with proper ID. Contact John Stetz today at Lester Glenn Auto Group, 732-228-1338. That number again, 732-228-1338. John Stetz at Lester Glenn Auto Group, a proud sponsor of Blue World Uncensored and NJ Blue Now. If you're looking for the widest variety of programming, diverse, uncensored, opinionated, you found it. DDVRadio.com is the place to be, with programs such as Uncle Floyd Radio, The Wise Guys Show, Curtain Call, and Blue World Uncensored. DDVRadio.com, the preferred radio network of NJ Blue Now.
All right, welcome back to the Wise Guys Show.
Just an optical illusion. Check this out. This is but don't tell them I showed you this. This is kind of cool. It's a little thing with like a little cat. It's a girl cat. You could tell because it's got like a red collar. Can you see that? And I'm going to put it right over here. I also have a ruler. And it'll tell you that the cat is around 7 in length. 7. I also have one other cat. It's a male cat. It's got a blue collar. Also same size, around 7 in length. Now watch carefully. This is an optical illusion. It's not magic. You won't believe what you're about to see. By just doing this to the large cat, I can make it, the male cat, I could make it grow, and I'm going to try to make this one shrink. So first this. Did you see it grow? It actually did. Remember it was 7 in length before? Now take a look at it. It's about 8, 8.5. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? But the next one is really cool. I'm going to make the girl cat shrink. But I'm going to use a different form of optical illusion. Watch very carefully. Keep an eye on that girl cat, and you'll actually see it shrink as it gets further and further away. Isn't that weird? You actually see it get smaller and smaller and smaller. But now look, remember it was about 7 in length. Now look at it. It's about 5.5. Remember, they were all the same size before. Now take a look at them. And that's just an optical illusion.
Yay!
All right, we're back on.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we're back on. Hope you enjoyed that. Now we're gonna start off. We'll do some interviews now, and then they're gonna get up and do a little magic for us. Is the table in the way?
Tables in the way.
Okay.
Tables in the way. And you, Mikey?
Yeah, you
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's talk.
So first we got Mike Miller in the house, right? Mike Miller.
Yes.
Okay.
Eagles fan?
You can bring it.
10-1 Eagles fan.
I can hear you perfect.
Day long.
Come a little
10
closer.
and 1,
though.
10 and 1, 10 and 1.
So Mike, I have no write up for you at all. But
so I'm going to start off by you've heard a couple times the Society of American Magicians. It's the biggest magic organization here in the U.S. Every magician should belong to it if they don't belong to it. Houdini was the president for 7 years until he died.
One of the founders.
And one of the founders. And Mr. Miller here is one of our past national presidents. So
wow. All right.
I know, what was that, about 6 years, 7 years ago?
Anything. Just
It does mean no. It does mean a lot, and he's one of the nicest guys in magic.
Maybe the
He really
nicest
is.
guy in magic.
No, he is. He doesn't remember. We were at a convention in San Diego, and I had to fly back to Newark, but I had to stop in Philadelphia. My layover was 3 hours. And he said, I'll drive you home if you want from Philadelphia to northern Jersey. And I said, oh, that was nice of you. You don't remember that.
I don't remember that,
No,
no.
but you did. That's okay.
Now,
No, he didn't. I didn't take him up on
Where did you start with anything with magic, or was it just anything, just put on any show?
I think it started until I was 20.
Till you're 20.
Yeah, until I was
And
20.
but is that all you do? Do you do? Are you?
I was a tool maker for 27 years, and then when I became president, I quit my job, and now I've been doing magic since 2006 full time.
Nice. And
he's busy.
But you're
Very
promoting
busy.
shows too. You're producing them.
I produce the SAM convention. That's where I came up with the idea for the Jersey Boys. I produce a touring show throughout China, close up in front of 1,500 people, and then another touring show throughout China.
So are you like an agent too?
I have an
kinda?
agency too. Yeah,
You're an agency
Yeah.
kind of thing. All
And
right.
I produce or I book performers in colleges and.
Right.
It's fun.
I tell you one thing I learned over the years. The magic. When I was, I guess, so I was a fireman when I turned 20. So I figured by the time I was 23, you couldn't find a magician if you tried. And now with this internet, I mean, it's like
Everywhere.
there's magicians. There's millions of them. There's not even thousands.
But they're one-trick ponies. 90% of them.
Yeah.
There's guys like Will, David, Rocco who perform.
Right.
These other guys just come up with a trick and think they're magicians.
Right, kind of like me in a way, because like
Well, they get TV shows.
I'm a
Yeah.
video editor and a film editor. I went to New York University to learn film production and video, and I went to another school for video production, where nowadays people just go and buy computers and
Yep.
making a movie.
Oh, yeah. Every kid with internet connection's a magician.
Instead of watching books now, they're watching reading books or watching DVDs,
It's true,
which is wrong.
But there was a friend of mine. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was a sleight of hand artist. He was one of the most amazing card guys I ever seen in my life. And he went to jail. No, he went to jail, and he was already amazing. I'm telling you, he was already on top of his game before he went to jail. So now you're in jail for, I don't know,
got plenty of time to
about
practice.
8 years. You could practice even. He came out and he was
Really good.
unbelievable. I was going to invite him tonight. I actually forgot, but he's kind of similar to John Peasy when he does his cards. you
Okay.
know. Very similar. Some lot of tricks were similar, but it's amazing to see certain things being done with how fast in the hands and.
You got one of the best right here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But before I
In
get
my opinion.
started, now, Will, he said he started when he was 20. When did you start?
When I was 7, my brother's high school coach came to the house for dinner. After dinner, just to be a nice guy, just the kindness of a stranger, did a few tricks for us, and like 2 hours with the tricks for us. After dinner, my brother got a full scholarship to college. To say thanks, my big spending Scottish father invited him to the house for pizzas, and just after dinner, again, 2 hours of card tricks, coin tricks, and when he opened up his hand and that little red hanky was gone, the Big Bang explosion of my brain expanding into the universe is still going. I mean, I had to know where the hanky went,
Right.
So I was just hooked. How do I get to be like you, mister? Little stunned 7-year-old boy. Like, how do I get to be like you? Go to the library, get a book, And I'm knocking on the library door the next morning, man.
Was
and
that
that's
your
where I
mentor?
started.
Was
Yeah,
that somebody?
and I had lunch with him last week. Actually, he cooked me dinner last week. He's a great Greek chef. Yeah, he's a Greek. He's a teacher. Yeah, but so my 2 brothers are school teachers and track coaches. He was their teacher and track coach, and he was a magician. I became a magician. So this guy had an outsized impact on myself and my brothers' lives.
And they're both full-time professionals. They don't do anything else. They're not like, working 7-Eleven during the day and
We can't
running
do
out
anything.
like me.
I have no other marketable skills.
Doing magic shows on the weekend. But and also, by the way, all the 5 guys, you mentioned their names to any magician in the U.S.
Oh, of course.
And they know,
These are some
they know
of
who
I'm
they
telling
are.
you, I looked up. Believe me, I know. And Will, I never met. He was the only one. But Mayor,
Will just
I
got
seen-
married, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right.
Auguri.
Agudi. Chicken Mania right over there.
You want to see the wedding ring magic? I have some wedding ring magic.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Oh, yeah,
Watch.
yeah, sure.
Little wedding ring
Wait,
magic
wait,
for you? All right, don't freak out, guys. All right, I just got
All
married.
right.
I don't know if this is going to work or not. First time trying this trick. I just got married. All right, so you're doing good magic words, Mike?
Abracadabra.
Magic word, guys. Watch this. If it works, it's amazing. Watch this. Ready? Stop time. Right there.
Oh, my God.
Got it. Boom. Check it out. Make sure it's okay. Just a ring, guys. Just a ring.
Oh, my God.
Fantastic.
Believe me,
That's-
time stopped when I met my wife and I fell in love.
How sweet is she watching?
That was good.
How you doing? Love you, Vanya.
And we're sitting right here, and we don't know how that happened.
Can you do that one more time? And
No.
Hold on.
Tell him now.
Hold on.
Tell him now.
You just missed. You missed.
I want him to do the freeze expression too, like so he froze in time.
You can only do certain things once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you're fortunate enough to be there tomorrow at the show, you'll see it again.
Let's see it again.
But
No!
now
Get you on time.
I was. I'm watching through the window.
you've performed throughout New York City. You've
Yeah.
done-
You know what? Most of my gigs are corporate entertainment. I do, a lot of strolling gigs. I'm just walking around corporate parties, adding to the fun, breaking the ice, and then after dinner I'll do a show. For half of those times I'm doing strolling magic, and that's more than half my work. So the Goldman Sachs and the Merrill Lynch's and all these companies. Thankfully with the budgets, I'm lucky to live in a big town. A guy like me can live in a big town. There's enough corporate parties going on. You can make a living, and then you meet the guys at the corporate events, and then you do hey, what are you doing next Sunday? My mother's having her 50th anniversary. My kid's bar mitzvah's in the spring, and that's it. I haven't advertised a lick in 25 years, but I'm always working because I'm out there just doing it, man.
Right. You're listening to Will Fern, a professional magician. He's one of the magicians in the house tonight. Also, you got Mike Miller. Now, Mike, you do magic on a regular basis?
For 12 years, I did a show called The Magic of Nutrition in Philadelphia schools, teaching the kids nutrition using magic.
Do you have like a famous magician that you like are
Emulated?
inspired by or anything?
No, just my uncle. My uncle and a friend of mine, Mike Bonacci, they both taught me magic, so those two are my favorite magicians.
Okay, and the same with you with the Greek guy?
Yeah, John Matsopoulos, a.k.a.
Oh, yeah, John.
His real middle name is Constantine. How great a magic
Is he
that?
still-
I know.
is still-
Constantine the magician.
He's
yeah,
still
he's a retired
wait,
teacher.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I heard
he's a
it.
great magician, great guy, and a real
taught me a
father
lot,
figure
too,
to me,
man.
man. Yeah, he's great.
You've also done cruise ships.
Yep, I work on Crystal Cruises a couple times a year. I've been to 50, 60 countries over the past 6, 7 years, and it's been a blessing to be able to see the world with card tricks, man. It's been a real blessing. Yeah.
But you have a little comedy to your act also, don't you?
Well, you know what? My closing piece is I have a mind-reading blow-up doll. So I have a literal sex doll in a mermaid dress. Aloe Vera, the mind-reading mermaid. That's my girl, right? My first girl.
That's not the
Sorry,
lady
sweetie.
you married, right?
Thank you. No,
Are you going to do that tomorrow night?
Aloe Vera will be in the house tomorrow night.
Okay.
So it was funny how that came about because I was supposed to do a show for 50 people, right? And then it grew and grew. And next thing I know, they invited spouses. They called me up, hey, can you do it? 150 people. We invited spouses. It's supposed to be a 50-person show that I could play 50. The show is for 75. 3 days before, they tell me it's going to be 150. God, this is a time where I'm just doing simple stuff, and I couldn't play. I said, I can fake 75, 150, I don't know. So call your funniest Irish friends, get to the bar, get some ideas.
Nice.
So I get to the bar, my buddy Bob, my buddy Doug, and Doug's like, well, get an assistant. I said, dude, it's Wednesday. The show is Saturday. I have no time. Plus, I'm not splitting my 3 bills with anybody, right? This is in 1989. He goes, well, get a blow-up doll. You could float her and put helium in her or cut her in half or something like this. And he thought it was a joke, but it hit me. There's one of the tricks I did, where a little envelopes in the wall and a bunch of people write down numbers on a pad and they add them up, and the number in the envelope matches the numbers in the pad. So I said, you know what? What if I did it with a blow-up doll? Pencil in the mouth, ping pong ball, blindfold. At the end, Heimlich maneuver, the ball pops down, and miraculously, with mystical esophageal control, she'll have scribed the total onto the ball with the pencil, the ping pong ball. So when it shoots out on the ping pong ball is not only the number of the people added, but other things that happen in the show as well. So she's a bit of a mystic woman, and it's goofy because I make no sex jokes, but it's a friggin' blow.
Yeah, that's
it's
cool.
funny.
Now we're going to see that tomorrow night
So
at the
come on
Turning
tomorrow
Point
night.
Cafe
I
in
teased you on it. You got to see Aloe Vera, the mind-reading mermaid.
Piermont, New York. Now you got some magic for us.
Well, you know what? I want to do an old Irish drinking game because to me, nothing says Wise Guys Radio more. Deep in the
Check
in the,
this out.
deep in
Only
heart
on
of
the Wise Guys show.
Deep in the heart of the pasta triangle up here. Nothing says Wise Guys more than old Irish drinking game. So I need somebody old and Irish. Thank God. Thank God you're there.
Let me tell you a thing or two. I actually am,
Are you all right?
I
Okay,
speak
good.
a little bit of the brogue, you see.
Perfect. Okay, good. So all you have to do. Okay. So and what was your first name again?
My name is Jumpin'.
Jumpin' Gennaro, right?
Jumpin' Gennaro,
That's all
yeah.
right. I thought Jumping was the first name. Yes. Okay. So Mr. Jumping. So you'll be the king of Ireland. These, of course, your peasant serfs.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I like
All right.
that.
Good. Good. That's a pretty good accent, man. So
Yeah,
tell them
not
all.
bad.
Fingers up.
Well, let me tell you, I got to make this act really, really
He's an
nice.
actor,
Okay.
too.
Tell them fingers up.
Fingers up now.
Fingers
Best
up.
Show a
Irish
little bit of respect
accent
to the
I've
man.
ever heard. Okay,
Show a
best
little bit of respect to the
and
man.
tell them all to point at the coin. Tell them point at the coin. Tell
Point
them.
at the queen. Come on now.
Okay. Come on, Mikey.
Let's
Point
go.
the coin, Mikey. Okay.
Point
First
the
one's
coin.
easy. First one's
All right.
easy.
I am
First
point-
one's
oh.
easy.
Yep.
There's 3 shots to win 50 each of Healy's dollars. That's a team guy. That's a team
very
guy. Right
good.
there, okay. Second
Whatever.
time around, tell them again. King, tell them fingers up.
Fingers up now.
Okay.
Oop.
One more time.
One more
Tell 'em-
time.
Tell them point the coin. Tell them point
Point
the
at
coin.
the coin now.
Come on, be honest. Yeah, always one guy on the gimp.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
And that's why magicians suck, all right? 'Cause you're always wondering, when's he going to do something stupid?
Well, that's what it
right?
looked like.
When's he it's always, will it be the shiny object that catches the eye, the furtive maneuver to deceive the brain? Usually, guys, it's both. But then, jumping, they're going to think maybe it's by the elbow over here or by the sleeve over here. And usually, Mikey, it's the sleeve.
Right.
But they never think, Mikey, and they never think, wise guys, it's going to be next to
Oh,
the Jameson.
oh my God, almighty.
That's why nobody wins Mikey.
All right.
Nobody wins Mikey.
I've been
Good
waiting
night.
for that.
Good night, everybody.
Keep your money, Healy. Keep your
We're
Look
done.
at
Good
that.
job,
Wow,
Mr.
that's
Fern.
phenomenal.
Good.
Let me
Now,
tell you.
Wow.
do you practice these or do them on your own?
No,
you
it just happens naturally. I just wake up in the morning and Jameson flies out of my hand.
What
So
the hell are you worried about traveling the world?
One
when
of our
I'll
sponsors,
pull a couple of those
Jameson.
suckers out when I'll sell it out in here on the
That's all you
show.
gotta do.
Very good.
And a little
very
souvenir
good.
for
The
you.
bottle of
Thank
Jameson.
you. Thank you so
The
much.
bottle of Jameson.
Chicken man out.
Going for $500. We're putting the bids out in the next 20
That was
minutes.
a great. That was a great
Actually,
trip.
it's been in my trunk about 3 years. At best,
It's taking it back.
It's been
It's taking it back. There you go. Magic prop. Magic prop.
You guys.
No, we don't drink that stuff.
They're Italian.
We'll
Let me
drink
tell
it.
you.
We'll
Let me
drink
wait a
it.
minute. Put it
Say
on.
Luca next time.
Put it on the table again for me. Just to put it on the desk for
All
1
right, you
minute.
got it. Go for it.
No, we don't want that. Come on,
Yeah,
we don't
Full
need
of
this.
shit.
Chicken man, get rid of the fucking shit, man.
Take a shot. It's good.
But yeah, no. What I meant to say was, do you practice these tricks over and over and over till you
Absolutely,
nail them
man.
right?
Yeah, but you know what? Mike will tell you too, man. You know what? When you have at any level of your game, you have a certain toolbox of sleights and abilities. And if you pick up something new, a new DVD or a book, or a magician teaches you something at a magic convention, if it's in your toolbox, you do it that night.
Right,
If
right.
it's not in your toolbox, it could be years. Depends how bad you want that trick and how hard it might be. So there are tricks that I have worked on for well over a year or so before anybody's seen them.
Do you do? Let me ask you. Do you go back to magicians that have done tricks that are no longer with us? Obviously, those that have passed away. That really nobody picks up unless you go grab them back into history and bring them back. Do you do that?
Great question. It's very easy to fall into the trap of the love of the new. In any field, the new stuff is the shiny stuff, and the new comes out on the internet. The ads, it's an industry, magic. There's new tricks coming out on certain sites. You can check out what's coming out new all the time, and some stuff that looks brand new is great, shiny. But next thing you know, you do it at a show, and you hear somebody else is doing it. But when you go back to a 100-year-old book and you pull something out that was a great concept, maybe it was done with smoking pipes that aren't in fashion, but you adapt that to something else that's more modern, and then you could really catch the eye of the audience and have something that's all yours.
Really original. It's just modernized.
It's evolved.
A lot of times you'll see a trick and you'll think it's new. We have a course in magic called Tarbell, which is like the Bible of
Everything's in there.
everything.
Do you have a trick for us?
I'll do something. Yeah. Do you have any coins?
Freddie only carries papers.
Am I going to get them back?
Take a quarter and a penny. Take a quarter and a penny. Quarter, dime, whatever.
And a penny.
All right, put the rest away.
It just so happens I got 6 cents.
Write your name on the quarter.
Pipe down, Bruce
Write my
Willis.
name on the quarter.
Yeah.
I just put my initial.
Whatever you want.
Get it?
Whatever you want. On the quarter. That's
I got a quarter.
Anywhere in a quarter?
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't change anymore.
Can I
don't
draw
have
something on the
any
other
change.
side?
Put it in my car.
Draw something on the other side.
My initial.
Draw.
Okay.
All right. Now you got a penny there. Draw something on the penny. And then you're going to draw something on the other side as well. Oh, you got it? Okay, let me see. All right. Hold your hand out. Got the quarter and the penny. Make a tight fist. Squeeze it. Turn your hand over. Think of one of those coins. It's going to get a little warm in there in a second. Squeeze it hard. When it starts getting a little warm, let me know. Is it getting warm yet? Use your imagination. Play along. Which one are you thinking of? Which one are you thinking of?
The penny.
All right, the penny's copper, so that's conducting heat.
All right.
It's going to do something to that quarter right now. Can you feel it?
Oh,
Yes, it's getting hot.
Fusion.
Look what you did with it.
Oh my God.
We can't see.
The strong boy. Hold it up.
Bend it.
Oh, the bent.
He bent it pretty
Holy
good, too.
crap.
He did, actually. He did, actually.
Oh my God!
It bent the damn cord.
Hey, with
I
bits
can't
like
put it
that,
in
That's
the
your
slot.
initial,
bend the
right?
manhole cover
When I
in
was a
like
kid,
that.
I used to put it on the railroad tracks. This man put it in his
Uh-oh.
hand.
Yuri Geller.
That's a good one. I like that one. All right, let's give him a
That's why I
round.
use your
Good job, Michael.
Hey, Mikey.
Now you didn't come prepared, so you left some tricks home.
Well, I left some stuff on, but there's Will's worked here. There's a theater in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Right outside Philadelphia called Smoke and Mirrors.
Amazing place.
60-seat theater where a lot of these magicians are starting to perform now.
How far from here, like say?
About an
Hour and a half.
Okay,
90,
that's not too
90
bad.
miles.
Will's been there. Rocco's been there.
Yeah.
We want to go. We want to go.
Every
This is
week
perfect.
he's getting top sleight of hand
Right.
guys. It's a close-up show. This kind of close-up stuff, not ladies cut in half, the real stuff.
Right.
And it's built after a
Love
European
that.
model. It's
Stadium
very popular
seating, right? Every
It's
seat's a good seat.
It's called
fantastic,
Smoke
man.
and Mirrors
Right.
Theater. They have magic classes. They teach magic and everything.
Oh,
there. It's
nice.
a magic shop. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
we're going to get
Great
more
place to
involved
work.
with the magicians because we do a lot with the wrestlers. We do a lot with the musicians, and we do. What do we do a lot with? With someone else, right? With actors and
Singers.
freestyle artists. I mean, we want to get more involved with magic because
know what?
we like promoting it.
You know, the thing that's been a revelation to me is how guys on America's Got Talent will go out there and do stuff that is just the most basic stuff. A lot of magicians have been doing at parties for
Right.
100 years. But you don't see close-up magicians. You don't see the guys out there really doing it. So they go on America's Got Talent, and they're killing with stuff
Right.
that guys like me and Mike are doing at parties
Every
all
day.
long. You don't know how many good magicians and how much great magic is out there. So, yeah, please come out, see some live magic because, you know, you see it on TV, it's one thing. You see it live, and you're part of the show. It's a whole different.
And contact info if anybody wanted to get a hold of you, Mike.
SmokeandMirrorsTheater.com.
All right, and Will.
Family friendly and always good, clean food.
And you were also
Okay.
Will. You were also crowned international champion 2011. Is that right?
International champion of strolling magic, which is
Bravo.
Walk around, right?
Strolling magic. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to change the accent a little.
Oh.
Today no more Irish. This time we're going to Italian. Today, when you come on the show,
Why gotta
you're
be
not-
Italian?
Wait a minute, I'm talking to him. Who's talking to you now? I'm talking to them. He's going to be Will Ferro, okay, which means great steel. Okay.
I am half Italian, by the way. So.
Oh, okay.
Half.
Metà.
Metà.
One quick.
Hopefully you're half a Napolitan.
This will be the best visual ever. right?
Here we
Make
go.
it
One
very
more
fun,
trick
very
from
fun,
Will
very
Fern.
Yeah, sure.
All right, open it up, make it really bright
much
on the
time do you have in this
homepage.
segment?
Yep.
Huh?
All right.
We could go on with no
Don't
breaks.
open
It
the
don't
porn.
matter.
Don't
I'm-
open
So
the
you guys
porn.
know they talk about a lot of security wormholes and technology. You know about this? About the security wormholes? You know about this? All right.
No.
All right. Do you know where you have the most security wormholes, wise guys? Apples. Apples. Now watch this, guys. We're going to go right through the apple, guys. Got to go close up on this.
Close up on the phone.
We're going to go right through the apple. Bingo. We're
Oh.
going right through the apple.
Oh, you're
guys.
kidding me.
Holy cow!
Right through the
That's
apple. There it is.
outrageous.
The miracle of penetration.
That's insane.
do
Did
you
you
do
get
that?
that?
Of penetration.
That is
Here it is.
insane. What
I
a
want
great
to know
trick.
one thing.
I don't think I
Who
ever seen
make
anything
the
like
gem-
That
that.
was good.
That's unbelievable.
Who make the gems in the bottle disappear?
Real phone.
Okay, sorry.
Real
Put
phone.
it back. You think you're tricking me? No.
Listen, that was amazing. That's incredible, man.
Chinese guy showed me that. That was the
Really?
coolest thing I'd seen.
Nice. We got another round. Of applause.
That one blew my mind. That one blew
So
my mind.
I just got a book. Ben Sizer put out a book that compilation of stories that magicians,
Rocco
things
Silano.
things that screw up. You have any funny stories about anything that's
Well, yeah.
screwed up, or Mike?
I was doing it. Yeah, Mike.
No, either one,
No,
either
go,
one.
Go ahead. Do
Yeah, I was
your
doing
thing.
a
Screw
trade
up
show.
stories.
I was doing a trade show, and I was doing this thing where I have a big steak knife attached to like a diner spindle you put the orders on, right? So a big steak knife, and I had 4 wizard hats, and somebody would hide that under one of the hats. And I was working for an executive search firm, right? I turn around, and I hadn't seen where they put it, and I say, when you're an executive search firm, you want to know what the sharp talent is, but you want to know where it isn't. For example, you don't want to go to a small company or an internet company or the phone book. You want to go to where Beowulf Partners, where the sharp talent is, right? And there was a gizmo how I did this. In short, I made this, but the method, who cares? I'm never doing it again. It involved a magnet, okay? So I've got this big magnet in my hand, and I'm going to feel where this thing is, right? But some lady moved it off my little tabletop where I had onto the far side of the table.
Right.
I had a tabletop. She's not put it on the table. When I put my hand near it, I got a little pull where I thought it was, but it was the big metal runner under the table. Right? So now I think that I'm...
Wait a minute. Put a little bit of fire.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to smack my hand down on where there isn't a knife with vengeance, right? and in front of 40 people at a trade show booth, I whack my hand down and shove a steak knife right through my hand.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Not good. Luckily, I
The
pulled it
place
off.
started applauding.
Oh, my God. I went like this. Thankfully, it went like this and not like this, because I would have been in trouble if this happened.
Right.
But I just scraped by a tendon, and I got out alive. That
Gotcha.
was the last time we did that trick.
Wow.
Stuff
All right, what do you got
I was
going
doing
on?
something where you light my hands on
You get a
fire,
lot of paper
blow
cuts.
them out, take the gloves off, and then produce a dove. Well, took it out, all of a sudden my hand's on fire. And then all of a sudden the birds scorched. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
He's hot, Miller. He's hot.
And some lady in the audience was like, ah!
Yeah, it was a Cub Scout. Actually, that's why you don't play with fire. All right, here we go. Deck of cards.
Give 'em up. Come
All
on.
right.
We're gonna buy.
There you
Tell
go.
everybody I'm a magician. What I'm going to do is I'm riffle like this. You tell me when to stop.
Mike Miller, everybody.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right there. You want to stay there or you want to go further?
Let's stop there.
Go to the card you stopped at. All right. All right.
Uh-huh.
Did you show the camera? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got
Do
it.
me a favor. Put it back anywhere you want. I'm going to shuffle them 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to lay that right there. If that's your card, would you be impressed?
Yes.
Flip it over. Oh, that's my button.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Look at that. That's beautiful.
That was it. King of Diamonds.
Huh?
Look at his jacket.
Yeah.
Telling people online,
You
look
just-
at the jacket.
You just figured that out? That was the trick. Nice
That was
job.
good.
Great job.
Good.
We're not going to break. We're gonna keep going through.
Oh, yeah?
This
So,
one was
did
fantastic.
you have
but
another
we
one
won't
that you
share
I
got?
got one more.
You got another
We have
one?
something for somebody at home. All right. So over here I have a deck.
You can stand up if
Over
you
here I
want.
have- well,
It's-
no,
we
fine,
have
it
it
is.
set up for where you can move the mic anywhere you
Here
want.
somewhere. Okay. Well, it's
Just,
over
just
here.
slide the
And just so
bottle.
you know, we
Okay.
can hear you. Just as long as the direction of the mic is
Okay.
in
Bring that
your.
over here. I don't want him to knock it
Oh,
over.
Okay.
what
Hey,
the
listen.
fuck?
I'm not bragging.
Hey,
I'm
Big
taking
boys.
it home.
Pay
That's it.
attention.
But I got
Hello.
a few dollars.
Magic trick.
I got a few dollars in the wallet. I've been saving up. You guys ready?
Uh-huh.
Jumping,
See?
jumping,
Up,
jumping.
lift it.
I'm
Lift the mic up.
I'm miraculizing
The
over
mic
here.
got-
Okay, I'm
The
miraculizing.
mic got it.
I have $2, not bragging. I've been saving up. Okay. Over here is a deck. Somebody at home is going to think of a card.
Oh.
Somebody at home who's going to dial it in. Don't type in Ace of Spades or Queen of Hearts.
Anybody
Just make
listening
it
to the
top.
show,
Facebook.
Okay.
Pick the
call
card.
The
call
first
card
card
out.
that comes
You
up.
get no Ace of Spades, no Queen of Hearts. That's too easy. Okay. My wife is. You can't pick Vanya Fern. That's my wife. That she might be in on it. She's not, but she might be. Okay. But somebody's going to get a card. When we get one, we'll do it. Now I think it's a full deck. I'm not quite sure. I think it's a full deck. It should work. Give it a cut. A couple shuffles like this. All mixed up, guys. Good. Okay. Here's the idea, guys. Okay. Mixed up deck goes in the box like this. Okay. Does somebody have a card yet?
Annette?
Yes.
Yes,
What do you
coming.
Okay.
Name a card.
Which card do you want?
7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. Really? Told you guys I had a few bucks. In fact, I have 10 bucks. I have 11, 12, and I'll let you, senor, take out my bottom dollar. Reach in there, take out the bottom dollar. And Mikey, no more dollars, right?
Right.
How many
Empty.
dollars on the table, guys? How many came out?
12, and one is 13.
13.
$2.
So exactly 10, both sides. I'm sorry, Wise Guys show. Both sides. Both sides.
Use, guys.
And both sides, okay? So $13,
13.
7 of diamonds, and a shuffle deck. The dimmer bulbs in this chandelier should know where we're going. This goes here. I'm not touching it. You take the cards all out. Take the cards, count down to the 13th card. Shuffle deck.
1, 2, 3,
This works.
4,
Any
5,
card names?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
12.
Stop.
Stop right there. Mike, reach over, show it to the camera. Hopefully 7 of diamonds. Hit it.
Ta-da! 7 of freaking diamonds. Look at
Atso!
that.
Oh, we got it.
Awesome.
Great job.
That was awesome.
Nice, nice.
See, I couldn't do magic in front of them.
Now,
Hold
now,
on, hold on a second.
do you teach? You teach magic?
Actually, you know what? Once in a while, I get a student. I had a kid last year. His mom came to me and said, listen, my son's getting bullied in school. He's a little short, shrimpy kid, and I think he needs something. I think this could be it. He likes it, but he's never tried it. So I went to the house. I taught the kid some magic. Thankfully, he's grown a bit, and he's got quite a personality, this kid, right? So next thing you know, mom says, you know what? He's getting some juice at school. Like, he's the magic guy now, right? So I met with him every few weeks for about 5, 6 months. Really gets into it, doing a good job, and then now we put together a whole show for his bar mitzvah. So we literally cut his cousin in half, did some big stage tricks, and he killed. And during the show, one of the biggest, toughest kids in school runs up. He goes, "Marshall, I don't know how you do it, but we love you." And everybody went crazy, and his mom looked over.
But Will lectures.
do that, man.
He travels around and lectures to other magicians, so he teaches magicians how to
listen,
do magic.
if you're finishing up, we got our next two magicians going to come in. Do you want another magic guy to come in? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But right now, you guys go take a break, have something to eat. We want to thank Mike Miller, and Will Fern. Check them out tomorrow night with all of us at the
Turning Point.
the Turning Point Cafe in Piermont, New York. The Jersey Boys of Magic. The show starts. I didn't get the time.
8 p.m. Doors open at 7,
and it goes till 9:30, I believe.
Right. If you get your tickets late, you may be standing. So get your tickets on time.
$20, no food or drink minimum at the Turning Point Cafe, 468 Piermont Avenue in Piermont, New York. For information, go to magicafterdark.net and call the Turning Point Cafe 845-359-1089. So thank you so much, Will. And Michael, bring in the next bunch of guys. Bring in the next bunch of magicians. Who do we got coming in? Let's see. Who's coming? Rocco Solano and David Corsaro. Welcome.
2 Italians.
That's right. And we're saving Mayor for last, I guess.
That's
right?
how we're doing it,
These aren't going nowhere till we're done anyway.
Yes.
All right. So in the studio is a very familiar face. I introduced him before, but we're going to introduce him again. A cousin of the Chicken Man Alcatraz. And we can see they come from one side of the family. But we want to thank Rocco for coming back. This is your fourth time? Fourth time.
You guys are a lot of fun with all new faces here.
And David Corsaro. Here's something funny. I ran into David Corsaro at Woodlot.
Yeah.
Woodlot in Pennsylvania. You remember him now? Did you know that when he came in?
I had a feeling. I said he looked familiar.
And what a great job he did that evening. Are you performing again this year there?
I don't. Not
We're going
as of
back
right
out.
now,
We're
but-
going back out there, I believe, in
Hint, hint.
Okay, yeah. Tell
Hire
we're
him.
back out there.
Call him.
Well, I'm not in charge of Woodlot.
No, not you.
Oh.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about Woodlock.
Calanders, I think, once a week, right?
Yeah, Calanders in Fairfield, New Jersey.
Oh,
We do some
okay.
stuff
All right.
there
Right
every
up on our
Sunday.
alley.
And Monday Night Magic in New York every Monday.
Excellent, excellent. And Rocco Solano, you've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Milan, China, Vietnam.
I'm home now.
You're home based now.
Now he's home in Wayne.
I'm going to work with Mike Healy Friday.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Rocco, you know, you're always a longtime friend of the show, and you're always welcome to come in to promote. We try to promote all your stuff. You know, it's not. And you know, you studied under Slidini. Yeah. Now I interviewed you before, but I'm going to try it again because we got a little better at it. Now, where did you get started doing magic?
How old? 19 years old.
19, and you was that your first time you were performing in public, or was it the first time you actually wanted to be a magician?
I wanted to be a magician.
Now, what's the deal, though? You told me that you just said that before that you did a performance for him when he was 5 years old.
Yeah.
So he was 5 and you were 19?
No, I was a little older than that.
Oh, so
1987.
okay, and you were 5?
No. 87, I'll be 16. Johnny was 5.
Johnny was 5.
Johnny was 5? He fell down the steps, or you?
Both of us.
Oh, well, I could tell he fell down the steps a few
1987.
times.
No, but you were doing magic in college. That was
Because that's how I came
1980.
across
We
Mike
went to
Healy,
college
right.
together.
Oh, right. What college?
William Patterson.
Oh, okay.
University.
It seems like everybody goes to William Patterson.
It was college.
I
at
didn't
the
go to
time.
William Patterson.
You didn't go to school,
Right.
but no, but now you got started. Now was Slidini your idol, or
My first teacher I went to took lessons.
was he the one who inspired you to do?
1977, right.
Wow.
1977.
Wow. Okay.
And I think the Razor Blade Act was 1980.
That was great. That was great.
1989.
I saw that. You still have a
That's-
video of that
that's still
somewhere.
on
I can't
YouTube.
find it no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I was
That's on
trying to
YouTube.
show
You
it.
ever see it? Yeah. That's what I was.
Well, you actually
I think I was
gave
19 years
you
old.
actually gave him courage with the chickens
To kill
ever
the
since that
chickens.
act, because before that he could never.
Now I'm
follow-
eating cigarettes.
I know it's done stuff to your brother too. Very
Right.
serious.
Now you won
Traumatized.
you won a couple awards. One was called the Golden Lion Award for stage and close up magic from Sigfield and Roy.
in Las Vegas, 1987. Right.
So you were already booming. You were at 10 years of magic in 1987. You said you started in 77.
Exactly. 10 years of work, and I went out there to compete.
Now, what type of guy was Slidini?
He was an old Italian guy with a broken accent. He was born in Italy, then he moved to Argentina,
because of the time of the war.
Right.
That's where he was raised as a kid.
What'd you do? Just one day, just go knock on his door, asking?
No, I asked. I went into a magic shop and I said, "Who are the best magicians in the world?" And they told me there's one called Di Vernon, called the Professor. He lived in Los Angeles, and there's one called Slidini, the Master, lived in New York. And then yes, I knocked on his door and I said, "I wanted you to teach me."
You're listening to Rocco Solano, one of the top magicians in the world. Sitting next to him is David Corsaro. Wait, I gotta get this right. Italian name's Corsaro. Corsaro? David Corsaro, another top magician in the world. You're going to be hearing from both of them and seeing hopefully some magic. Now, let's get back to how long did you study under Slidine? Did you go to his, did he have
about 25 classes over a period of 2.5 years.
Were you the only one in the class, or
Yeah, private one-on-one.
You do private one-on-one?
He had many students.
What impressed you the most about him?
That he had great misdirection, that he can do magic with any object you could pick up with your hands. There was no tricks, nothing you would buy at a magic shop. It was all pure magic with ordinary objects.
Right.
That's what impressed me with him.
And do you feel that you carried on a lot of his tradition now as
I think so, Dave, right?
Well, I mean, would you compare, do you do a lot of tricks that were his that nobody does anymore?
Yes, I do. His style is a little bit sunk in and woven into my magic.
Right. Did you become close with him, as friendly with him? He obviously passed, right?
Dinner, and during our later years, we spoke Italian during our lessons. Yes.
So where is he? I mean,
he died in like 1989.
After this break.
At the age of 86 years.
So he became a very big inspiration.
Everyone around the world, all these young kids have studied his work. Everyone knows his work. Yeah, and I was able to take one-on-one classes with someone very.
And what did he ever tell you his story of how he evolved into magic? Did he ever share that with you?
Yeah, he was very, very, very poor, and he couldn't buy props, so he would take sticks from a tree and break the branches off, and they would become little cigarettes. So he would do manipulation with cigarettes. He had one deck of cards that lasted forever, so he didn't really do a lot of great card tricks because a deck has to be in pristine condition to do a lot of magic. His deck was all worn out. He used to have a couple coins, and he used to make up his own tricks with ordinary objects because he was very poor.
Besides Slidini, did you have other influences in magic?
Bill
Like who?
Wish, Channing
Okay.
Pollock, Lance Byrne, David Corsari, Healy.
Well, but the funny thing, we went to college together. So just as Rocco was getting his name around the world, I was in the theater program. He was in the communications program. I'd be in plays, and he'd be working off stage, sitting down with headphones on. And instead of following the script in case something happened, he'd be there with coins and cards and stuff like that. And then my other story is when I worked in the A&P, when Wes Patterson had the A&P. You don't remember this, huh? I worked in the deli department. Yeah. I tell you this all the time. And he always had these very nice hot blonde girlfriends. And I'm in the deli department cutting my blood and tongue loaf or whatever it is. And here comes this really nice-looking girl pushing a cart down the aisle, and there's Rocco next to her with the cart doing his coin rolls and his...
I'm doing it nowadays, but I did that for many years.
Yeah.
You still do, though. You still do. You still play with it, yeah, when you're pacing. When you're pacing back and forth, yes.
So now, Dave, what about you? Did you have a teacher that you maybe studied under, or was there somebody that inspired you to get into magic?
I originally got started in magic because my father was a science teacher at a high school. And in about 1980, he was trying to come up with a really unique way to teach this one particular lesson to his students, and he thought, it's a little like magic. So the high school offered this night class in magic. So he went and took that class just for a couple times, bought a few props, and he did magic for his students. But he only did it once or twice, and then that was it. Put it in a little trunk in our basement and forgot about it. And when I was about 15 years old, almost like a Disney movie, I found this trunk in our basement and pulled it out and blew the dust off it, opened it up, and there was all these incredible magic in there. And that's when I actually got started. And the irony of this is that very recently I was going through his old notebook. Now, this is a notebook he took in 1980 when he was trying to learn magic when I was 4 or 5 years old. And I looked at the back of this notebook recently, and there's a little note in there, and it lists a bunch of magic shops you could go to in North Jersey. And on the bottom of one of them, it says, if you go to this one, ask for Rocco.
Yeah,
So it's just ironic that he actually ended up teaching my father some tricks that later on my father ended up teaching to me, and now I'm lucky enough to share the stage.
Yeah,
with this
no,
guy.
it's, you know, what's funny is, like I said, in Woodlot, I came up to him, and he did an impressive act. And after the show, I said, let's go over, talk to him, and because, you know, we do the show. We always try to mingle after the show. And plus, Woodlot's a great place to be. I mean, family, everything. It's a great time. And I went up to him, and I asked him if he knew you, and he knew you. And it's like, so happened, and look at this. You're on the show.
Pennsylvania.
PA. It's a place called Woodlot. It's kind of like it's a resort, yeah, for PA.
Is that the one with the bathtub shaped like the
No, that's
champagne
Poconos.
glasses?
That's a whole other
No,
place
That's
there.
Poconos.
But see,
Oh,
you
Pocono,
were
okay.
talking about earlier. I mean, like where Rocco looked up to people like Slidini and learned from him. A lot of magicians today look up to Rocco in that
yeah,
same way.
yeah.
His knowledge of misdirection.
You're
It's not
becoming a
old,
legend,
it's
Rocco.
legendary.
Yeah, no, no.
No
Right.
matter how
Listen,
old you are.
all I
I
know
say
is-
it all the time. I say it all the time. If you're a real magician, you know Rocco Solano.
That's right.
It's true, right?
Yes,
if you're a real magician, you know Rocco.
Of course
All
you
I
do.
know is
He's from a Padre's home.
if I ever get caught in China doing something wrong, I'm like, I know Rocco Solano.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of China, every 3 years we have this international magic convention. They give out these major. I mean, if you read Rocco's bio, it talks about
it's great.
FISM awards. That's the competition. So in 2009, it was in Beijing, China, and I went. In fact, when I
Oh,
went
you were
to
there?
yeah, when I went to get my visa, remember at the consulate in New York, who's standing in front of me waiting to get his? You were there that day. Of course, and Mike Miller was on the plane and his wife when we went over to
He's a
13
sentimental
hours.
man.
But anyway, so there's like 3,000 magicians from all over the world, and Rocco lectured, and David lectures too. David's and he's also a great columnist. David writes a really nice column for
I
one
can
of
tell
the
his
National
diction
Magic
when
magazines.
when he's talking.
No, he's good. He's great. In fact, MUM, right?
MUM
Just
magazine.
came in the mail today, so I'm looking forward to read that.
Well,
Well, don't forget to put an article up in the Wise Guys.
But the 5 magicians, I know 4 of them are performing tomorrow night, and you know it's not like watching 4 singers or 4 jugglers. Every one of these guys, the magic is different, the personality is different, the presentation is different, and
This is a major magic
it is.
show.
It is. No, let me tell you.
You going?
When they made reference last year to the Jersey Boys of Magic out in Indianapolis, people paid a lot of money to see them perform, and now.
I think they received the stand ovation.
Yeah, of course.
We did.
That was for the blow up doll. That was
We
for
got
the
an
blow up
award
doll.
that night. Remember the producers award
Yeah.
for our show.
Was the MC,
And they came out with pizza.
Yeah, we
That
brought,
was-
we
that
brought
was
pizza
great.
for everybody in the audience.
That was great.
Get them to show us a trick. I've never seen
Wait,
Yeah.
Say, you gotta say this
Go ahead.
to Mike.
It's called a
Get
microphone.
him to show us a magic trick.
Oh,
Go ahead, David.
Come on, Dave. Let's
You ready
see.
for it? You want to do it?
Yes.
now, or-
Yeah.
You got everybody.
And then you could explain later what the 4 F's on your lapel mean.
Absolutely. So here's the deal. Like we're all a bunch of wise guys, right? A lot of us in this room are Italian. We're a bunch of wise guys, and we like to express ourselves. And I love that. When people come to see our show and they see something that's great, everybody applauds. They go crazy. I love that. But I also think if we don't do our job right, people should be allowed to boo. I just think that's fair. It's a Jersey thing. It's what we do. We don't hold back. So I'm going to show you the kind of magic that I want to do right now. And if it goes well, you guys clap for me. If it
Atzo,
doesn't,
we say atzo.
you guys can boo.
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 You can boo. You can boo. You know, like you would boo
Boo.
somebody on
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
Sure.
All right.
We have manners.
So look, I have a deck of cards over here. I want to try something with one of those cards. We're going to let a few of you guys decide which card to pick. Do me a favor. Hold out both hands like this. Pretend you have all the odd cards in one hand and all the even cards in the other hand. Which ones do you want to give me?
The even cards.
Give me the even cards. Who should I give the even cards to?
Mike.
Mike?
Okay.
Split them up into
All right.
reds and blacks. Give one of them to me. Which one did you give me?
Blacks.
Blacks. Who do I give the blacks to?
Mike.
Mike, catch the black card. You have all the black even cards, right? You guys can put your hands down.
Okay.
Reach in there and take out any one of the black even cards. And whichever one you want, we're going to use. Which one is it?
2.
2 of what? Now, it's clubs or spades are the 2 black ones.
Spades.
2 of spades. So check this out. Over here, I'm going to grab the 2. You said 2 of spades? Right there? 2 of spades. You didn't pick ace of diamonds, right? None of you guys picked. You didn't pick red. You didn't pick odd. You didn't pick ace of diamonds. Because on the back, that one says boo. If you picked that one, it would have said boo.
You still got me holding
This
these
one
odds.
says, the 5 of hearts says boo. The 3 of diamonds says boo. Boo, boo, boo. Every single one of these cards has the word boo written on the back. You chose even, you chose black cards, you chose the 2 of spades. That's the one that says go crazy.
Wow. Wow.
That's a good one.
Awesome.
Boo boo.
Nice.
Let me give it to you, boo boo. Boo boo.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah, I'm going to do Magic Friday night at. Thank you for. Not now. I'm not doing Magic now. He's trying to get me to do a trick.
Rocco's good like that.
Magic on Main, Friday, every first Friday in Boonton at the Historic Darris Theater, featuring this week, this month, Rocco and Mayor Yedid. All right, so there are guest performers, and I'll be on stage. Rocco can finally get to see me do some magic. Paul Cohen and SAM members from 168 in Parsippany. So that's our little show.
Yeah, well, don't forget magicafterdark.net for information on tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night,
the Jersey Boys
almost
of Magic.
sold out.
Thursday, November 30th, tomorrow night.
Countdown
$20,
continues.
no food or drink minimum at the Turning Point Cafe at 468 Piermont Avenue in Piermont, New York. Go to magicafterdark.net for information, for more if there's any seats available, or call the Turning Point Cafe at 845-359-1089. Now, Rocco, what do you got? You got to have a magic trick for us. You can always show me a magic trick.
All right.
Wait.
All right.
Gotta put the mic on.
Elizabeth?
All right, put his mic on. We want to hear this.
A candy cane.
You gonna make a candy
Hold
cane?
this just like this. All right?
Gotta move the mics.
Why?
Which way? All right. There we
I'm
go.
gonna make Elizabeth-
Is that better or worse?
See better?
Who's Elizabeth?
Annette. He's been calling her Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
All
What
I'm like,
Elizabeth?
who's
right.
Elizabeth?
We'll edit this.
That wine was pretty good.
We'll edit this.
I'm gonna turn this into a candy cane.
Candy cane. All right.
I'm gonna tie it in a knot. You see?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna light it on fire and I'm gonna turn it into a candy cane.
Oh, man. Oh.
Oh, it melted a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. Wait a minute. What the?
Oh, my God.
Pour it in my hand. Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, jeez. There it is.
Oh,
my God. Oh. Now you have to eat it, Freddie. You don't know where that's been.
For Christmas.
That was great.
Yeah,
give
this
me.
that
Right.
shoot this photo cool as all.
What the hell was all that stuff?
Oh, good thing you didn't do the duckboard trick.
Holy Rocco, holy cow.
Very cool.
Very cool, very
good.
Nice.
Nice. Different, huh?
Yeah.
Always
So-
different.
Yeah,
All right.
go, keep going. I know Rocco could go for a little.
You want me to show you how to kill people?
How to what?
Kill people.
Kill people.
Kill people.
All right, yeah.
Fastest way.
All right.
Fastest way.
Fastest way to kill people.
All right.
Show you?
Yes.
Okay. This is the fastest way to kill people. Take a piece of paper like this. Put a point like this and a point like this. And you make like a projector. You see? Okay. You have a match or should I get my match?
I think you should get your match.
Okay. You light it.
Oh, great.
Then you take this
Oh, my God.
and then you put it in
The hell?
You got that from China.
No, you got that from down the block.
Anybody have a cigarette?
Oh, that's funny. Good job.
That's China.
That's it.
Hey, you got something else?
Yeah, we'll do one more thing for you here. Do another one here.
You're going to catch all these guys tomorrow night at the Turning Point Cafe in Piermont, New York. Information, again, magicafterdark.net or call the Piermont, the Turning Point Cafe.
Can you hold out your hands in front of you like this? Bring them
Hold them out.
All right.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Left-handed.
You're left-handed.
Open that
Take your
bottle.
Left hand, make a fist. Turn your right hand over. All right. I'm gonna. I got my business
It's
card.
on
I'm
your
gonna draw a
left.
picture of you. Just keep in mind, I'm not a good artist.
Okay.
I'm a magician.
All right.
Look at me for a second.
Okay.
It's not bad, right?
Right.
I mean, I'm not a good artist. I told you, I'm a magician. So watch, we're gonna try and do a little magic with you. This is like a voodoo
You
doll.
always got me holding my hands out.
Just hold still. That's what I like.
I'm
This
still
is what I
holding.
like.
I'm still holding the
He wants
eye
his
card.
paycheck.
Like that. You're doing a good
Hold
job.
his
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. Dave used to be a police sketch artist.
Oh,
Never caught anybody. he does this now.
Will's not doing the comedy portion tomorrow. All right, here we go. Watch, hold still. This is like a little voodoo doll of you. So check this out. If I do something bad to this, something bad could happen to you. But I'm not going to do anything bad. I like you.
Okay.
I'm not going to do anything bad. We're just going to do this. Watch. Let's do this. Watch. Did you feel that?
No.
I put a little X right there on your left hand. Turn it over and take a look.
Oh my God.
Show the camera. Oh my God.
All right, Mr. Corsaro. All right.
That's what we do there.
We still got 5 minutes before we go to break, and I want to get back to real quick with Rocco. Rocco, what is this? You were nominated 9 times as Magician of the Year.
Yeah, the
by
Academy
the
of Magical Arts, right?
Right,
Magic,
and that's
the
in New
Magic
York,
Ca-
right?
No.
It's in
LA.
Magic Castle. In L.A.
Oh, that's in L.A. Oh, okay.
Los Angeles.
Hollywood,
And
California.
in 4 different categories. What were the categories?
Close-up magic, parlor magic, stage magic, and lecturer.
Oh, okay, great. And the FISM?
Fism. Fism.
Federazione Internazionale des Societies.
Of
de
Magic.
Magiques.
Right.
World
That's like the
Championship.
Oscars in the magic world.
So what basically what that is? This
1994 in Yokohama, Japan, and in 2006 Stockholm, Sweden.
right.
You're the only magician
Jameson.
that won it twice. Am I believing right?
You want to see a
Jameson.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
only
another trip.
American.
What the hell you doing?
The
making me
only
nervous.
American.
Don't tell me you can get a cup of coffee brewing.
What do you see inside here?
Looks like the whole of a.
Empty.
Oh jeez.
Hold it like this. Put your hand on the bottom.
I thought it was a cigar.
Do you have a magic word?
Hocus.
Abracadabra.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh,
Brioski.
There goes the messy room.
Good job.
Wow, that's Rocco's trademark.
Did we kill the 5 minutes?
No, we're good. We're still good.
Here's-
We still got 5 minutes.
Here's where you have to see the brilliance of Rocco. Have you seen his face every time
Yes.
Rocco's done this? His face is like a kid. He gets
Right.
smiling, he gets happy, all this food.
And he's on a diet though.
And I get curious what I'm going to do with. I'm holding the odd number card still in one hand, and now I got pretzels.
You got
in
pretzels in the other
Oh, my
hand.
God.
Are you guys putting a tarp down tomorrow night for him? Yeah. A tarp?
No.
Because he's the last act and you don't give a crap. You're coming back to Jersey.
We're not the custodians.
Right.
We don't care.
Just don't step on them.
We'll clean it up on the camera.
Because the DJ's
We were talking before.
Rocco.
Any screw up stories? There's
Yeah.
a book. Ben Sizer just came out with a book of magician
Slash.
stories that where something screwed up and how you covered or something funny about it or anything come to mind or you never screw up.
One of the funnier stories I have is I was actually doing a show with Will one time, and there was a trick Will had where something appeared inside of his shoe, and there was a woman who came up to Will and said, "I want to see that trick," and he does it, and she says, "I want to see inside your shoe," and you can't look inside the shoe. And Will says, "I can't show you my shoe." And she says, she's a little drunk. She says, "I want to see what's inside your shoe." So I'm a few feet away from Will. I kick my shoe off, and I kick it over to him. He picks up my shoe, switches it for his own. So it looks like he's picking up his own. He picks up mine, hands her my shoe. She examines my shoe. There's nothing in her shoe. She goes away. Now, granted, I was wearing black shoes. He was wearing brown shoes. But when you're dealing with drunk women, you don't have to really deal too much with the details of those types of things. You can improv and get past a lot of different things.
Yeah, I had one time I was doing a show, and you can't help yourself. I had to go to the bathroom real bad during the show.
Number one.
During
number
your
two.
performance?
Number one.
Number
I had to
one.
go real bad. So what I did was I reached in my pocket, I pulled out a glass of lemonade. Nobody knew anything else, and I just continued with the show like nothing happened. But nobody knew.
That you went to the bathroom in the glass?
It wasn't
Get
really-
out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You ain't that good.
You're too smart for that. I can't trick you.
Yeah.
You're too smooth.
No, but was there a moment that you were doing a trick, not even where you made a mistake?
So many to mention.
Yeah.
I can't really pick one out. All I can remember is the highlights. I can't remember the bad ones right
Was
now.
there not one thing that stands out?
No, not right now.
No, you don't like.
A lot of times
you don't,
only
you don't
the
like to
magician
expose your
knows.
tricks. You don't like to expose your mistakes or your
Okay,
blo-
one day
bloopers.
something fell out of my sleeve.
Uh-oh. Here goes the act.
Broke, and the act was on the ground. And then I looked like a fool. Yeah, the ice cream fell on the ground, fell out of my sleeve. All right, you want the truth?
All
That's the
right.
truth.
Well,
Okay?
there's
You
that.
got the
Listen,
truth.
nobody's perfect. God don't make us perfect.
There was a television show, too, and they were filming it live. And it fell out of my sleeve. And they actually stopped and retaped it.
Oh,
in
all right.
Paris. Okay, now you know.
That's good. And
I thought you were gonna
anything
say-
that sticks out the most, like then.
It's funny, Rocco's. I'm like the opposite of that. I only remember the stuff that screwed up. I don't remember the stuff that goes well. You know, I'm like the poker player in Rounders. Like I remember the bad beats more than anything else. There's a trick. A lot of magicians do a great trick where you take a deck of cards, you wrap it up in a rubber band, somebody signs one, you put it in there, you throw it high up, it hits the ceiling, and the cards come down, but one card stays up there. And I was doing a show at a college, and I threw that deck up in the air. And it never hit the ceiling, and all the cards spread all over the place. And I have 300 people looking at me, and I had nowhere to go with it. Wow. And I came up with the most cockamamie sort of workaround that there was. But that's actually one of the things that magicians work on, is if a trick screws up, how do you get out of it?
What's
as
the
fast
out?
as what's your out?
Well, I just want you to know I've seen both your acts, and you're both as professional as it comes. I enjoyed your act. I always enjoy Rocco's act. And there was one time I was on the side of Rocco, and I'll leave off with this. And as show as professional Rocco is, I caught a mistake as he was doing it, and I think he knew what he was doing at the time. So he knew that he's so professional that he knew that the mistake was there, and redid the trick from over again where nobody caught it anymore. I mean, it was starting to. It wasn't like a full mistake. It was just about to, and he went right back to start it over again, and he did it. Nobody caught on nothing except for me because I was on the side of you. I was on the side of you, and
I don't remember nothing.
Yeah, no,
That wasn't me.
But he went, and when he performed, when he redid it,
That was in New York, right?
No,
New York.
It was in.
Before we go to break, if anybody,
You can't prove it. No, it wasn't me.
Rocco, if anybody wants to get in touch with you,
yes.
How do people get in touch with you? And
Rocco
David
Solano on Facebook.
No, how do people get in touch with you?
Mayor Yetta and Magic Night. Magic After Dark.
MagicAfterDark.net for information to get in touch with Rocco Solano.
And David?
And David Corsaro.
Yeah, DavidCorsaro.com or at David Corsaro.
On Facebook?
On Facebook and Twitter, same thing.
Okay, you aren't leaving. We're going to take a
Wait,
the
time
guys
out.
that
just for just for 1 minute. Spell your last name.
Corsaro.
Corsaro. Guaglio, tu stai a Canablo. Not Corsaro. Corsaro. Dun, 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 dun. You're part of the Wise Guys show.
Thank you. Listen,
Corsaro.
Rocco Solano,
Yay,
Dave
David Corsaro.
Professional
All right.
Magic, and catch him tomorrow night at the Turning Point Cafe, or go to MagicAfterDark.net and find out more about them and where they're going to be. We're going to go to break. This is the Wise Guys Show Magic Spectacular. We still got more magic coming. Don't go nowhere.
Bella Physical Therapy, located in Fair Lawn, New Jersey, featuring one-on-one care. Bella Physical Therapy can help treat your orthopedic and sports injuries, chronic pain, men's health conditions, and women's health conditions. Also, treating headaches and tinnitus and vestibular disorders. It's easy to set up an appointment. Visit www.bella-pt.com or call 201-791-0008. That's 201-791-0008. You owe it to yourself to stop living in pain. Start the road to recovery. Call Bella Physical Therapy today. Tri-State Health and Wellness. If you're searching for a doctor who truly cares about your health and well-being, contact Dr. Alex at Tri-State Health and Wellness. Dr. Alex specializes in treating law enforcement professionals and their families and features special hours to accommodate different work shifts. All necessary testing can be performed in their friendly and comfortable environment. Contact Tri-State Health and Wellness, located in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Call 201-791-7771. That's 201-791-7771. Wayne Ford. If you are looking for a certified, used, or new vehicle, look no further. Visit Wayne Ford, New Jersey's law enforcement preferred dealer. Featuring the largest inventory of pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area, Wayne Ford has been proudly serving the community for over 50 years. Conveniently located 1/4 mile from the Willowbrook Meadowbrook Mall on Route 46 in Wayne, New Jersey, contact Wayne Ford today. Toll free 888-349-6857. That's 888-349-6857. Kale Orthopedic Center, featuring high-performance care for bodies in motion. Kale Orthopedic is proud to provide comprehensive orthopedic care for New Jersey's finest. Every day you put your body at risk, and Kale Orthopedic is here to help you. Contact Kale Orthopedic at 201-447-3880. That's 201-447-3880. Kale Orthopedic, high-performance care for bodies in motion. If you're tired of sleeping alone each night, contact Dr. Doblin of At Home Sleep Solutions. Dr. Doblin is New Jersey's law enforcement professionals' preferred sleep apnea doctor. With the use of a custom-fitted oral device, you can now look forward to a restful night's sleep. Contact Dr. Doblin, featuring 2 convenient locations in Fairlawn and Trenton, New Jersey. Call 201-396-9338 or visit athomesleepsolutions.com. City Health Pharmacy, located at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey. Come and experience why thousands of your neighbors choose City Health Pharmacy each and every month. City Health Pharmacy is a proud supporter of the men and women of New Jersey law enforcement, their families, and friends. Visit City Health Pharmacy today at 23 Court Street in Newark, New Jersey, or call 862-772-0442. That's 862-772-0442. When shopping for a new vehicle, look no further than Lester Glenn Auto Group. Why Lester Glenn? Because there's no middleman and no bait and switch tactics. Just supplier pricing for all police, EMTs, military, firefighters, nurses, and teachers. Active or retired with proper ID. Contact John Stetz today at Lester Glenn Auto Group, 732-228-1338. That number again, 732-228-1338. John Stetz at Lester Glenn Auto Group, a proud sponsor of Blue World Uncensored and NJ Blue Now. If you're looking for the widest variety of programming, diverse, uncensored, opinionated, you found it. DDVRadio.com is the place to be, with programs such as Uncle Floyd Radio, The Wise Guys Show, Curtain Call, and Blue World Uncensored. DDVRadio.com, the preferred radio network of NJ Blue Now. And now, back to the program. DDVRadio.com.
All right, we're back here on the Wise Guys Show Magic Special. And I hope you're enjoying it. You saw Rocco Solano, just saw Rocco Solano and David Cosaro. We're waiting for the next magician to come in. His name is Mayor Yedid. Guys, Mike, let's go. We're on. Real quick, I want to mention the Wise Guys Show. Where you're going to catch us.
All right, let's get back in here, fellas.
Yeah. We got another half hour to go. Let's do it and give Mayor...
Anyone in the bathroom, get out.
Hey, no food.
I wanted to mention the Wise Guys Show Facebook group page. Come check us out and join our page. Tell your friends about us. We're on programs all over the place. We're also check out our Wise Guys Show information page for all the information about the Wise Guys Show, what we're doing. The WiseGuysShow.com, our website. WiseGuysDDV, WiseGuysDDV.com for all our shows. DDV Radio on TuneIn. DDVRadio.com, Armed Forces Radio Network at random, City World Radio at random, Dream Stream Radio on Friday nights between, I believe, it's 6 and 8, and Dream, and ItalianAmericanRadio.com. You got to check them out. This is a new network that we're going to be doing some more shows live in Little Italy. And also, you see us on Facebook Live right now on our Facebook group page. Share it all over the world. And YouTube Live, Wise Guys Show on Instagram, Wise Guys Show on Twitter. And, we've been pushing this show on many networks, and we got a lot more coming. And it's just a matter of time till we go on break and see if we could get back on Sirius, which we're really trying to do. But right now, let me introduce our final magician of the evening. He is a professional magician, and he's been given a totally new interpretation of the phrase sleight of hand, disregarding the conventional accessories of the magician. So what is this about? And
well, that's the finger thing I did before.
Oh,
right?
okay.
But I'll show you something else that's cool. Here, keep an eye on my ring finger. Watch the ring finger as it tells us. This is Rocco's favorite piece of magic that I do. Keep an eye on this ring finger. Watch as it telescopes into the hand, right? It's really cool. It's completely gone, and you could examine the hand. It's completely disappeared.
Wow, look at that. That's incredible. Holy cow. Man.
That's a mean thing to do, but
freak you out too, man. No, yeah, is that what that's all? Is that what this
and when I first started out, I was doing magic with fingers. Everybody was doing cards and coins and birds, and Rocco with his like peanuts and stuff. pretzel.
Rocco, you need the sanitation around.
The grocery store. So I was doing I didn't want to carry props as a kid. Your T-shirt, your jeans. I wanted to always be ready to do magic, but not carry anything with me. And it was nose, whatever. And I decided fingers, and that's when I came up with all these finger things. And you saw me do my whole finger act,
it's
actually.
unbelievable. We're going to see it tomorrow night, too.
No, I got better stuff for tomorrow.
Really? Do you?
Yeah, different stuff, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, I tried to change the show around,
now, where did you get started? How old were you when you first started?
I was about 6 or 7 years old. I was born in Israel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and everybody's cousin and uncle teaches you card tricks.
You mean you're not Sicilian?
No, it's right outside of Sicily, Tel Aviv. Everybody has an uncle or cousin who wants to teach you card tricks, right? So I really got into it. And then when I was a kid, when TV first started airing in Israel, I remember every Thursday night, between between Bonanza and Mission Impossible, they used to have a 5-minute spot of a guy teaching a magic trick. All you saw his hands, and he taught a magic trick every week. And I learned all those tricks, and really, and when I came to the U.S., magic shops and Woolworth.
Was there a specific legend or famous comedian that inspired you?
Not really, no. I really.
Most people say Harry Houdini, but he was more of an escape.
Yeah, he was dead by the time
it was
I was
a long
born.
time.
It's still. But
the legend. No, I got lucky because I lived in Queens at the time. And all the best magicians used to hang out in New York in the 70s and the 80s.
And that's where Houdini hangs out now, right? In Queens.
Actually, it broke my heart when I found out that Houdini wasn't Italian. I always thought he was Italian.
Nice Jewish boy.
Eric Weiss.
He was, what was he?
Eric Weiss.
No, he was Jewish.
From Budapest.
Oh, he was Jewish.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking he was something else?
As a matter of fact, his father was a rabbi.
Oh.
When they came to this country, he got a congregation in
he
Appleton.
performed a lot in Newark, New Jersey.
Lot.
I mean, there's some pictures of him performing tied upside down.
His townhouse is up for sale. No joke.
113th
Street.
Rocco, sit in. Come on, let's go. Sit
what are you
down.
doing?
I thought
come in, too. We moved the chairs. Yeah, right here. The chicken man will stand there. You could come in.
Growing up, every
chicken
Houdini
man's
was
making
every
Doritos
kid's hero,
disappear.
right? Houdini was every kid's hero.
Everybody knew the name, and
But then when we found out he wasn't Italian, I kind of hit underneath this, rock.
No, but my father was born in 1917, and all he did when he grew up, all I heard was Houdini, Rocky Marciano, Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah, because he was
Actually, we saw.
Well, Sammartino wasn't around in 1907.
Who?
Bruno Sammartino.
Oh no, no.
That was 870s.
Yeah.
80s, yeah.
No, but I grew up with, like I said, Houdini, Rocky Marciano, and it also blew my mind. I thought Houdini was always Italian.
Yeah, 1 second. Did you ever watch the movie Houdini?
There were a couple of them. Which one?
Big Brooks has.
Oh, the lost found. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good show.
Yeah.
So now, when you started, how old were you?
I was about 7, but I moved to the U.S. when I was 10.
When would you say you considered yourself to be more of a magician where, you were doing, shows?
Well, I started doing shows as a teenager, 15, 16.
So you practiced as a kid all the time?
Yeah, but I was doing, junk stuff that you learn in libraries and stuff like that. I didn't really get good.
Where did you learn your stuff from? Libraries?
Yeah. Everybody, every magician that I know has stolen a book from a library.
You?
You can read?
793.8.
So Toys R Us didn't have anything yet?
Gibson, yeah, that was he did some incredible, yeah.
Toys R Us didn't have a kid?
No.
You ended up doing stuff. You ended up winning some awards yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You won Magician of the Year,
Yeah.
Sampa. What now?
Society of American Magicians.
Society of American.
Yeah, that was
Magicians.
1981 in Boston.
And you were the first to win that.
No, the first to win it twice.
First to win it
Hey,
twice.
but let me tell you, I won it right-handed and I won it left-handed.
Oh, okay.
So because in '81 I did my whole act right-handed, my finger act. And
How long is your finger act?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
But
and you're the only magician that does anything like that.
yeah. But what happened in 1986, I was driving on the LIE and I got into a big car accident. I almost lost my life. But the only remaining injury, you're not going to believe this, I was driving with one hand. And the guardrail on the expressway, as the car was flipping, went right through the roof.
lucky to be alive.
Yeah, and ripped off my hand.
Wow.
So that's why I could do that trick for you before. I'm really missing a finger.
So you were you were doing the
Yeah.
finger tricks before that happened?
Yeah, right-handed.
Really?
So
Wow.
ironic that he loses a finger. The whole
That's
magic
incredible.
goes
Yeah.
back
That's
on.
why that was destined. He was destined.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
that's
br-
it's
He
crazy.
was actually branded that
Yeah.
moment. He
Yeah.
knew this is it. This is the rest. This is the path of my
But
life.
then I retaught myself the act left-handed. So the second time I won the award 7 years later, I did the same exact act, only left-handed. So that was kind of cool.
There's a guy in Canada with no arms that does card
amazing,
tricks.
no hands.
So you were
Yeah.
performing before the
No hands.
internet. Before the
Yeah.
internet. Now, how did you get your gigs back then? Like, did you just
Uh,
hustled it?
Well, no, actually, and I got lucky. I never worked a lot. I always had like a real job, magic related, but to subsidize it.
Right.
So because I'm very picky. I don't want to do shows that I don't
Feel
enjoy
comfortable
doing.
with? All right.
I got to have fun.
Right, right.
If I'm not having fun,
Have you done cruise ships or any of that
no,
stuff?
no. I think they're like prisons to me in my mind. Yeah, but each person's different. I know friends of mine that swear by them. Yeah. But no, I used to work. There were 8. Yeah, that right.
You're listening to Mayor Yedid, a professional magician. Also, we've got Rocco Solano, Will Ferns, and of
Tell them who we
David
had.
Casaro left, and Mike Miller.
Tell them who we had on the show from the Love Boat. Tell them.
Oh, we had Isaac.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He told us. He told us that. That's something I didn't know.
What was his name?
Ted Lang.
Ted Lang.
Ted Lang. He was really mixing some stuff back there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you could do that back then.
And ironically, you'd think that was a set in the back.
Yeah.
You said no. They actually went to all different parts of the world when they did that show. Cool. So that was a nice day.
Now when you do it, when I saw your trick,
How you doing, Ted?
When I saw your trick, in
Magic,
New York,
magic. Dogs do tricks.
When I saw your magic in New York, the finger, the hand,
yeah,
the fingers,
finger act.
Umaga.
You the whole time you would never think you were missing anything.
No, I never mention it. Until the end sometimes.
But how do you just cover it up?
What happened is as magicians, we learn to hide things, whether it's in our hands or whatever. And I spent my whole life learning how to conceal things. And even when you produce an elephant, you got to conceal it before you produce it. And I thought, well, if people like Houdini were concealing elephants, all I have to do is hide this one little finger.
Actually, I heard that the story Houdini used to study, like outside his window.
Yeah.
He used to study the squirrel and see where he could hide the nut.
Yeah, a lot. You could learn a lot from watching. Yeah, I don't think it's true, but you could learn a lot. But yes, so I basically taught myself how to hide the hand. So whenever you see me do magic, I'm only showing you this part of the hand. Nobody ever notices, like you said. Yeah.
Now, you were both. I know. My research on both of you is you were both guest of honor at OB's 4F convention.
It's rare to have two of us in one room.
Yeah. But let me tell you.
And I think there were there were 3 or we probably New Jersey has more 4F convention guest of honors than any other state because it was Herb Zarro, me, and you, and there might even be more.
Yeah. No, I was very impressed by.
Explain how exclusive it is to even just go to the 4F. That's not the discussion. The question is, explain how exclusive it is. It's not just anybody can go.
It's you need to have 2 sponsors that are already attending, and then you have to send in a video, and there's like a whole board of people that watch
it's only
the video.
200 attendees.
These
right?
days it's 200. When I first started going, it was about 35, 30 people.
VIP.
Mostly, yeah.
Now, another thing I saw on you, not to change Mayor, you did something on VH1.
Yeah.
And I had to reach out to my buddy from Gotham Casting and personally ask him
Celebracadabra.
if you were, because he was telling me he was doing something with the reality show with magicians back in the day, and he owns Gotham Casting, and he got right back to me, and he told me no, but he won.
You won too. Your guy won.
Runner-up.
Yeah.
Runner-up.
First
Came in second.
Hal Sparks. Right?
So you did some TV too, and so did you. Yeah. What was? Let me ask you. I didn't get the chance. I'll ask all you. When did you, at a time in your life where you finally realized, wow, this is it. I made it.
I made $100 in 1 hour. I said, I made it. I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
Okay. And
That was a long time ago.
I'm still waiting.
You still waiting? You didn't make $100 in an hour?
No, not that much.
Mayor's
and Will just so any.
The first time a woman put her number in my pocket, it only happened once.
And you got married, and
that was a long time ago, right? Yeah, because your wife.
But
was
I'm never
watching.
satisfied. I'm never satisfied. That's why I'm always trying to do the next.
Mayor's a publisher. You have to know that. And, all throughout the world, people are calling him up for a certain book or a certain DVD.
Are you the one who started MagicAfterDark.net?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my partner Harvey leads.
And you got how many magicians there now?
Well, this is only the third show, so we had like 7 or 8. But I'm trying to mix it up, so it's different actions.
How'd you get in touch with John Peasy?
Oh no, he's an old friend of mine. We've done tons of shows together.
Great guy,
no,
man.
great
I love
guy.
him. We asked him to do our Christmas show, but he was booked.
Yeah,
So,
no, he's always booked.
I said, "What do you mean you're booked? We got all your buddies coming in, and you can't do a show for us." He's like, "You don't understand. That time of the year is like impossible."
Yeah. No, I mean the cool thing about Magic After Dark is like all of these guys are my friends. They're going out of their way to do it. Like the first show we had, Rocco, we had Harrison Greenbaum. You can't touch Harrison Greenbaum. He's so popular. But he did it. Mario the Magician, probably the #1 children's entertainer in the world. He came down for the first show. The second show, you had John Pizzi. I got 2 guys that came in from Boston, David Oliver and Skip Daniels. You don't see those guys everywhere. They're all doing favors.
Right.
And oh, by the way, let me tell you about this show is going to sell, but the next show is December 14th, and it's already booked. The opening act is Rich Marotta, a wise guy. He was huge in the 80s. He was on all the comedy shows. He toured.
Has anybody ever tried doing a reality show with Magic?
Yeah, it's been done. And I think there are 2 TV shows coming up in the next year.
My buddy Mike from VH1. He owns Gotham Casting. He did MTV, VH1, and we had lunch one night afternoon, and he was telling me about Magic.
Yeah,
but he told me it was too hard to work with magicians.
That's what he told me. Talking about this group here.
No, not us. But there's a lot of stuff in the works that you'll be seeing. So Magic After we have on December 14th, Rich Marotta, phenomenal comedian. Will Shaw, who's like a world-class juggler. He's unbelievable, and he agreed to do it. I got very lucky. And closing the show is an act you probably have never seen or heard of, but they're unbelievable. It's Evil Dan and Colleen, the sideshow queen.
Oh, let me ask you something. You're from Fairlawn.
Yeah.
We got one of the most amazing communities.
It is.
Why don't you do something there?
I'm shy.
You want me to?
You're shy? What are you shy?
Book it, Michael. Book it.
All right, me and Rocco will be there.
Listen, I was
set it up.
Let me tell you.
Set it up.
Yeah.
That's not
Are
hard
you
at all.
kidding? We have. Yeah, listen.
As long as Rocco's not in China.
No, we'll do it.
We have the most state of the art. We have a theater will blow any theater.
That's where my taxes
out
are
of your
going.
Freaking out of the water. And you're going to advertise it. You're a Fairlawn resident.
Anytime.
And so am I.
Anytime. It's down the street.
Unbelievable.
Well, I was doing writing my information down. I was in the cafe, Kind Cafe, and they were looking, asking questions. And there was a couple people that told them we were doing, and let me tell you, we're going to do what we can to get you gigs.
I
like doing it. I like watching it all. You know, when I drove you all out, we came to see you that day. I mean, that was fun.
Fairlawn is every culture in the world.
It is.
And they're gonna appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
But not every culture. It's like 40% Jewish, 40% Italian, and 20% everybody else.
Yeah, but I'm saying now we got a little soup.
Yeah.
Now you did comedy tonight.
Oh no, but let me tell you about the closing act, because nobody they gave me permission to describe how they're going to close the show. So what happens is Evil Dan, Colleen is going to put like an Italian bread in his mouth, so it's sticking out, and he's going to stand on one end of the stage, and then she's going to come in with a whip, and she's going to slice that piece of bread all the way down to the whip, like brushing his nose. So it's going to be into slices. And I told him, the ceilings are only like 6 feet high. It's a small stage. And he says, well, it's my life. But he trusts her. So they're going to do that on December 14th.
Okay.
Hey, can I? But can I just a couple of things? we're doing this magic show Friday night.
Magic on Main, Darris Theater, 8 o'clock.
Mike, me, and
Go
Rocco.
ahead, Mike. You want to read it?
Yeah, I just did.
That's all he's got.
Magic show Friday,
But-
December 1st, 8 p.m., featuring Rocco and Mayor. Yeah, did I put Rocco's name first? Mayor, but in the program, it's the reverse.
If you put
Darris
it in the
Theater.
mirror, it's the reverse.
But there are also two other phenomenal magic shows happening in Jersey, North Jersey, in the next few weeks. I'm not involved in it, but you should check it out. At the Bergen Pack, we have Matt Franco. Who won the only magician to ever win America's Got Talent. He's there on December 7th. And on December 9th at the Wellmont in Montclair. David Blaine will be doing a show. I think the show is sold out already, but there are tons of scalpers. You could get it online.
How many seats does the Bergen Pack have? You know?
I don't know. I think it's under 1,000.
Yeah.
Gotta be close to it. It's big.
Yeah.
So you got another trick for us?
Oh, sure. Mike, right, Mike?
Jumping Gennaro. Yeah, Mike.
Jumping Gennaro.
Miguel.
You look like a poker player. Do you know poker?
Yeah.
You do. So you know this is a really good poker hand, right? Because they're all the same color.
Don't let him
right?
fool you.
No, it's not.
On the back. Yeah, on the back. Yeah, but no faces. You're right.
Hold on a second.
But you're right. A couple of twos.
It's got to be out of the trick. Don't worry, Biagio. We're not going to put.
But you're right. A couple of twos is no big deal. It's not a great hand. But remember, I'm a magician, right? That's what Freddie said. So,
hey, Freddie, before we go,
you're a trickster.
Before we go, not a trick.
Not a trick. Well, if I wave my hand over, not even a good hand, but if I wave it over the 5 cards, I could make it look like the best poker hand in the entire world.
Wow.
But you know something? I'd get killed with this hand. You know why? Because the cards, they came from 5 different decks.
Wow.
You see, we have a green one, a brown one, a pink one, an orange one, and a blue.
Nice. Got one more? You got one more?
Oh, sure.
I don't want to take too many of your tricks for tomorrow night.
Oh, no. Nothing you see here is going to be on tomorrow night. But
That's nice.
We got 2 coins. A $20 gold piece and a Morgan.
Is that a real gold piece?
And no, it's fake. Come on.
Of course it's real.
No, of course it's real. And a Morgan. The Morgan is real. It's the Morgan silver dollar.
All right.
Gold coin, silver coin. And which one? Well, I'll tell you. Annette, which one do you want? The gold or the silver?
Silver.
Oh, really? Wow, you're a lucky guy. Take the silver because she's too far away. Take the silver out of my hand. Take it. Pull it out. All right, that leaves the gold in my hand. All right. Have you ever heard of alchemy? Alchemy, the art of like turning stone into gold or precious metals.
Sure.
This is coin-chemy. This is coin-chemy, where you take a precious coin, like the $20 gold piece, and turn it into jewelry. What happens? Take the silver coin, wave it over my hand, and watch what happens. It's going to turn into a ring.
Oh my goodness.
How'd you get it off his finger?
That's nice.
Well,
Nice.
That's nice. That's good. Now, that stuff you just pick up along the way, right? You just learn that. You teach yourself that.
Yeah, some stuff I sell.
Him, he'll pick something up. I noticed, like we could be just sitting there.
You'll never see another Rocco. He's very special.
Make the white egg turn into the brown egg.
Yeah, I know, it's unbelievable.
You go to the bodega and you get the dub
The
bar.
best trick was the water bottle when he smashed it, but remember what came out of it? You did it here in the other room.
A mouse? No.
The thing that really freaked me out is when he had a little kitten.
Oh.
Yeah, did he ever tell you the trick about the kitten?
No.
He comes in here with a kitten, he puts it down, he goes like this, and all of a sudden you hear, hop, 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 hop.
No, I have 2 favorite tricks I saw Rocco. One was when he was doing the cards and he's flinging them around, and he goes like this, and he goes like this, and then he goes like this, and he flips a card over from there. I don't know how the hell to this day. I never said
magic.
He had his 2 hands.
Not a
clean.
trick,
He
it's
just
magic.
threw all the cards on the floor, and he puts his 2 hands. He goes like this. He puts his 2 hands together like this, and you flip a card over. How the heck you did that? I watched it a million times. I can't figure it out. That was one, and then the other one was in New York. When he tied had the person in the audience
the
handkerchief tied the knots 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times, and you just all you did was put it around your back and had them separated. And it was,
See, that's a
something like
Slidini trick. Yeah.
Then you go around your back one time and then
Nah.
you didn't. But you pulled away the knots.
Yeah, it was by magic. It was a.
How the hell did you do that? That's
Very well.
I can never figure that out. And on the ride home, I asked him, I said, and I don't know if it's.
And you were driving. You could just throw him out of the car if he says no.
No, I don't. He didn't give it away. All I said was, "Hey, Rocco, how the hell did you do that?"
Are you doing that tomorrow?
No, Rocco goes, my hands are still hurting to this.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Wow.
The candy trick was good too when we went to New York to see him. When we drove him to New York.
Yeah, that's when I saw that handkerchief one. Yeah, you both did a great job in New York. You always do a great job, and we still got a little more time.
Yeah, no. So we'll be at Monday, Friday in Boonton. You just walk in.
Friday.
Did I mention?
Yeah,
Friday, December 1st.
This is Rocco.
This is Rocco. All his actors in the briefcase.
We might be able to make that.
Yeah.
It's not 100%. I have to go to one of the firehouses I worked out of and meet some of the guys over there. But maybe you'll see me show up.
All right. Well, I'm performing.
Are there going to be tickets there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, only at the door, and it's like dirt cheap. It's embarrassing how little they
I know
charge.
the area. I played a lot
It's
of
commensurate
softball
with the pay for the performance.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it by
I'm telling you now.
When we get done, I'll be home by 7 if we get done.
Yeah. I should be back by the fire from the firehouse by
They're
7.
in the second act. We saved the best for the
Takes
last.
about
So if you
40
get
minutes
there,
to get the
Is it
boom,
an
right?
9
o'clock.
45
Yeah.
there,
40
Michael?
minutes.
But you don't want to miss Michael in the first
46 over there.
I don't
wait-
give a crap about
Wait,
me.
you got a party. You can invite him right now. After.
Well, there's a party after, by the way.
Oh,
You
no, I
didn't
ain't
tell me
going
what
there.
you want to drink.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
not invited.
Never
but-
mind.
Can I bring the chickens?
There's a party after if you come.
Yeah, bring the chickens.
But
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. There.
Yeah, the 11 spoonful.
I hope you had a great time.
It is.
I hope
we
that
did.
our
No, no,
hospitality.
really. But thank you for having us. This is really cool.
Yeah,
Really.
I mean, we just didn't. This is the first time we ever did anything like this. We're on TuneIn. We're really on TuneIn, and TuneIn you can only hear us. Facebook Live is our new thing, and we're trying to really get exposed more and more on that. And we have ways to get thousands and thousands and thousands of views. We could do that. We're trying to see what we could do on our own, and before we actually pay to move into another level. But we're close to being recognized by a lot of people that we're friends with in New York, and they want us to do some Italian American radio.
Freddie, do they know all the networks we're connected to?
Yeah. Italian American
I'd like
Radio
to
is an
thank,
up and coming network that they want us to do a separate show similar that relates to the Wise Guy show in Little Italy.
Oh, cool.
And in a restaurant, and there's a lot going on. That
Free
we're
food is always talking.
and we just have so much we're working on and trying to figure out the best way to go about it. And it's a lot of fun. And I really wanted you to come back. We've been asking Rocco for a while. Every time we call him, he's got to go to China or Milan.
I know.
We want to thank Mayor Yedid, Rocco Solano, Will Fern, David Corsaro, Mike Miller for all coming in. Don't forget, listen, check them out.
Congratulations to
Will Ferro.
He's a newlywed.
That's right.
Fern.
Listen, tomorrow night, the Jersey Boys of Magic at the Turning Point Cafe. $20 a ticket if you're still available. If not, you can't come. You stand outside. Wait till we come out and tell you how it was. Come to 468 Piermont Avenue in Piermont, New York. Call them up at 845-359-1089 to find out if the tickets are available. Or you could go to Magic After Dark and find out everything that they're doing. There's magicians. There's magic everywhere, and we hope you enjoyed it. We couldn't get you. We're not doing a magic show here, so we did do a lot of magic, and we want to thank you all for coming.
Great job.
We
Great
hope
job.
you enjoyed
Great
the food,
time. Thanks for having
and we hope the Chicken Man didn't bother you too much. Mike,
No, he was good tonight.
and
He wasn't-
our magician never did a trick. You want to
Good.
close off with doing a trick?
Hell no, I'm not ready.
I got
No,
a
no,
trick.
no.
Huh?
Yeah.
I got a trick.
I caught up with
All
my
right,
cousin.
listen, I got a
Okay,
trick.
go ahead. Freddie's gonna do one.
We're gonna close off. We're gonna close off with a trick. This is a
Rocco.
Rocco, come in here.
This is a trick that I learned back in the day.
Looks like a Jay Sankey trick.
All right, this is a trick I learned back in the day. I had to fold it up.
Freddie's got one. Come here.
Now you know the deck of cards, right? You
Yes.
know, the whole deck of cards.
Okay.
Listen,
From
before you
ace
go,
of what?
I'd like to thank everybody on Facebook that joined us.
Oh yes,
tonight.
thank you everybody on
All right,
Facebook. We're
Facebook.
gonna close off with this trick that I'm gonna do. Freddie the fireman to our own magician here who has no clue what's gonna happen here.
Not a clue.
All right, from the whole deck of cards, think real smart in your head. Think really good.
All right.
And think of a card.
All right.
You got it?
Yes.
All right, what is it?
9 of diamonds.
Wow.
All right, listen. If this is the 9 of diamonds, I did a great job, right?
I'm gonna shoot a brick,
All right.
and then I'm gonna quit because you don't need a magician.
Open it up and see the 9 of diamonds.
Drum roll. Oh, very nice.
Fuck you.
Very nice.
As my uncle used to say, Fuck you! No. This is I
It
Am
is
Afraid
a
of
Jay
Fireman on
Sankey
behalf
trick.
of the Wise Guys, all the magicians in the house tonight. Thank you all for coming. I hope you had a great time. Next week, the Metal Maniac and who do we got
somebody
next week?
else.
The band's
The band-
coming in. CRS. CRS is coming in to perform. We're going to have a live band in here with the Metal Maniac running around talking about his feud with Gino Caruso and Andrew Anderson. And the Chicken Man of Alcatraz who made it happen. On behalf of the Wise Guys Show, the Chicken Man, Mike Healy, Mayor You Did, Rocco Solano, Will Fern, Jumper Gennaro, our DJ Robert Santos, and our talent coordinator did a great job on the camera tonight. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Atso!
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 Bella Physical Therapy, located in